Uh-huh. I've pressed the funny start button. The thing that starts the stream, I've pressed it. Holy crap, that's crazy. You can just press it and you're live. What the hell? People on the internet can see you and, well, I mean, they won't, but you can press it, and they could. If they were so inclined and knew that you existed, they could come and watch. That's crazy. Some might even be watching now or in the future. That's incredible. Hello, I don't know, I'm doing a stream intro, apparently. I've never done one before. This is my first stream. Somehow we're 48 hours into this one playthrough already, but... what am I saying? Hello, welcome back to another stream. We're playing Silksong. I've noticed that the title screen is back to, you know, what it was initially. It's, Silksong, yeah, that's the one. That's the menu style that we're back to. So I guess the first time that you unlock a new title screen style, it automatically switches to that, but then every other time that you open it, like, randomizes it back. I don't think I ever changed it back to Silksong manually. Did I? I might have done, actually, because, I mean, I like this one. I think this is still probably my favorite one of the title screen themes, but I don't remember changing it back to this, so I think, I'm thinking that once you unlock a new one, it, of course, first of all, automatically switches to it, so that next time you boot up the game, it's going to show you that you have a new one. Then perhaps on subsequent starts, it will switch to any of the ones that you have unlocked randomly, except if you have manually changed it to something. Because I imagine if you manually change it, it will remember that, okay, the player has manually set it, so we will not be touching it again, perhaps unless they get a new theme. I imagine if you get a new theme, it would still move to that new one. But overall, don't know where that sentence was going to go. I think it's, well, I don't think it's interesting at all, but it's just a thought that came into my brain that this is like the same title screen that you see when you start up the game the very first time, except for, I guess, the patch number in the bottom left. Hello, Branko6783. What's up? We're gonna play some Silksong. Can't believe we're almost 50 hours into it. And we know quite a bit more about the game than, well, the very first time we saw this title screen, of course. Alright, so let's go here. I think the plan today... Holy crap, I have a bunch of rosaries. I probably have things I could use them on. The plan for today is I think we're gonna go... We're gonna try to get into Bilewater from this path, because apparently you can do that? I'm not sure. I'll just go investigate this again, and then, of course, overall, Chakra has invited us to Bilewater, which is the main reason we're going there. We got a quest from Chakra. The Chakra has, like, found their mentor, or is about to find the mentor. And that quest is gonna be... No, not Brute Feast. Trail's End. There we go. Search for Chakra and her master in Bilewater, and we can track her by her trail of rings. Where did I get the map for Bilewater, I wonder? Did I find Chakra in there? I don't remember if I did. Oh, so I'm almost done with quest? Well, we'll see. Yeah. But I'm just first of all curious about, can I connect that path back? So what's the fastest way there? I could go down through Whispering Vaults, but that might not be the fastest path. No, it's not going to be. We can go through the stage, and then pretty much just straight right. All right, let's go. Past the Throbio stage? There's no way I just called Throbio. Alright, whatever. That's a funny... That sure is a funny slip of the tongue. I like that symbol. It's a very easily distinguishable symbol that, like, yep, this is the symbol for the stage. Hold on, am I going too far to the right? No. The Underworks entrance is bottom right of this place, so we haven't quite accidentally run into it yet. Yeah, so we're gonna... what did this say? Yeah, we've read this. Yeah, Brave Throbio did indeed step at last onto the stage. But not for very long. You hate Throbio? It took you 2 hours to beat him? That's rough, but at least you beat him. That's kind of how these boss fights go. And I guess other challenges. Do I need to go above here? I think I do. Yeah, Throbio was a pretty fun fight. I don't know how long it took me. I think it was a bit less than 2 hours. I mean, well, maybe more than a bit. My point is I wasn't measuring the time. Or I guess I was. I have a timer on screen, but I wasn't looking at it. Alright. Throbio, whatever. Oh, maybe I should have visited Songclave before I... Whatever. Who cares? We can visit Songclave another time, and hopefully it won't be destroyed by some horrible catastrophe. Hopefully a giant beast doesn't go barreling through it. Like happened in a certain other town. Can I go... Where's the entrance? It's all the way at the top. Alright. Was it through here? Yes, it was. There we go. It was fun. It was like grim, but a bit worse, but still good. When you say a bit worse, do you mean like in terms of it was a bit more difficult, or you mean it was like a bit less fun, a bit less impressive than Grim? I don't think Trabia was harder than NKG, but I could be wrong. It's hard for me to remember how like easy or difficult NKG was the first time I played it. No, wait, hold on. What am I saying? Trabia was way easier than NKG for sure. Although, I mean, I guess when I played NKG for the first time... Oh, I can hang on this! Did I not have the claw line when I was here? I think I might not have... Yeah, I think I maybe didn't have the claw line when I came here. Alright, so that's why I wasn't able to go anywhere from here. That means we can explore the rest of this room now. Hold on, what's up above? That's a blocked off gate. Cool. Well, I imagine we'll hang on to something else and open it then. Yeah, so I guess it's also kind of impossible for me to compare NKG with Trabio. Simply because when I played NKG, I didn't have hundreds and hundreds of hours in Hollow Knight. So, yeah. Interesting to compare. A bit less fun. You figured out that path yesterday, and that was your second to last flea? I see. Oh, look at that. I don't think we've seen... No, I guess we've seen moving cogs before. I guess we've seen them. It just... that one especially, like the way they move up and down. Have we seen that pattern before? Perhaps not. What am I doing? That was like the worst pogo I ever saw. And not like it even led to a secret. It was just a silly pogo for fun. Okay, we've got lots of spikes all around. Just to make the journey down a bit more exciting. Oh, that's definitely... Oh, that's a rock to fall onto my head. Right, hold on. Is this a secret path? Or is this the way we're meant to go? It's looking a bit like it's the way we're meant to go. So what's down here then? I did not do a good job at avoiding that rock. Hold on, if I fell down there, I don't think I'd be able to get back up. So I think we'll avoid falling down there for now. And we will just climb up here. And that opens a shortcut here. We've had so many places in this game where there's like a vertical shaft and then we open up a horizontal corridor through it. It's interesting. That's a pattern that we've seen used so many times, especially in the Citadel here. And it almost always means that like we can't access the horizontal path from the vertical path. So it's not quite a shortcut. It's just like you quickly like use this. Dang it! Oh, this isn't good. You quickly use this intersection in an alternate way. What? Ah, that's one of those spinny levers. Got it. Or spinny valve things. You see I'm using Hunter Quest. Use it too. All the other quests are harder to use, at least for you. Interesting, because to me it seemed the other quests would be easier to use. I just prefer Hunter's Quest. I want to feel like Hornet. I want to do this like nimble diagonal dive and all that. And at least my first playthrough, I want to just use the default quest. I think I would like to do different playthroughs with different quests, and sure, they would pose some challenges also. But to me, well, okay, no, I wouldn't say all of them seemed easier to use. Some aspects of them seemed like it might be easier. Some aspects seemed like they might be harder. I think the Pogo definitely would be easier with like Wanderer's Crest or Reaper's Crest because you just have this like either a straight down swing or a straight down sweeping swing. But yeah, I wanted to get good at this one. I wanted to... give me that. Oh, I have Magnetite Bush on. Okay, never mind. Don't worry about the rosaries then. They will find their way to me. Oh, I like the bell noise. Which bell was I hitting? You? Yeah, I was hitting you. You don't float on the updraft, do you? I don't imagine. Yeah, you're too heavy. Your density's a bit too high for that. But yeah, I like the Hunter's Crest. I really like the way Hornet feels. I'm sure I would like the way the other quests feel also. Maybe not quite as much. But I would still, like to try to overcome different challenges with them. But yeah, so far I really liked using the Hunter's Quest. I feel like I didn't quite check these walls thoroughly enough. Also, I guess, since we were talking about getting into Bilewater, I imagine that path down below that I decided not to drop down, I imagine that would be what leads me down into Bilewater. Maybe this path will also do that, or it will connect me to the area that's above Bilewater, which we've been in, but we don't have a map for, and we haven't done much in there. I don't know if I even was able to do anything much in there. The Reaper's Crest is good, but you don't like the attack when you run? You mean this? I don't know, I think it's neat how you chain it into pogos. I feel like I didn't... Like, some of the other quests, when you do the, like, dash attack, they, like, launch you up into the air or do some kind of sweep, and I didn't like that particularly much. Okay, well then we could go left. How about secrets up here on this wall? I think this might not be a secret and instead might be skipping part of the platforming. Let's see. I think we'll try to do this in order. Hold on. And we also want to... we want to try not to die. I also haven't played for, well, 2 days. So this is... we're gonna try to be a bit careful. I love the way the enemies just follow you around from platform to platform. They do that way more here than they ever did in Hollow Knight. Hold on. Just one little bit of soul. That's all I need. Or a silk. Whatever. Give me some silk. Hello? Do your attack? Yep. Thank you. Oh, that's actually perfect. We killed you and got enough silk for a heal in that one swoop. Well, that spindle of thread is gone. Oh well. And I love how they block your attacks. I mean, yes, some enemies in Hollow Knight block your attacks, but it's just... I don't know. The enemies in this game are very fun to fight. And Hornet is so nimble. Stop throwing crap at me. Hello, get over here. Lethal acrobatic action, but I'm messing up all of it. Someone should title their Silksong playthrough like that. Okay. Ooh, how does one even fight enemies in this game? I don't know, I think we're doing kind of okay. Again, it's kind of weird to say that the fact that I hadn't played, that I basically didn't play yesterday is like unusual, because so far, most days, I played Silksong every day. Right, you love just being just out of reach, don't you? Let's maybe, whoops, let's not miss our tools. I don't know how good that poison actually is, but I've kind of had it on for most of my playthrough and I don't really care to take it off. And I don't like to rely on tools too much anyway. You think you died more to enemies than boss fights, especially in enemy fights? Well, Silksong also just seems to have a way more of a focus on enemy arenas than Hollow Knight did. Like, there seem to be a lot of enemy arenas and fewer boss fights. Psalm Cylinder. Right, we have 2 of those now that we need to take to Conductor, not Ramino. Ramino was the one mentioned in the at the start of the game. Conductor... something with a C? Cardinalis? No, something like that. Some conductor. You are not a conductor. Well, I don't know. Perhaps I shouldn't judge on appearances, but in any case, you're not. You're certainly not going to be named a conductor in the Hunter's Journal, are you now? Hello? Ooh, that was a slightly scary pogo. Whatever, it's fine. We deal so much damage at this point that it doesn't even matter. Oh, I'm supposed to go upgrade my needle also. We did the Gourmand quest last time. So we have a pale oil. Or white oil, something like that. And I'm not sure if they only need 1 for the next upgrade, but we should at least go and try. Okay, so we've got a path up above. We've got a path to the left. This should be where I entered, I imagine. Yes. So, as usual, I'll explore the room itself first, and then we'll start going in different directions from it. Have I been here? Is this the room that I've been in? Probably not, right? Oh, no, it is. Wait. Is this the room that I took the secret exit from to the right? To the top right, I mean? Like, what? What is this room? Hold on. No, it isn't. Oh. It connects to the room below Songclave. Yeah, no, because this is the room we took the secret top right exit from. Wait, also look at that map connection here. There's like a little kink in there. I can't zoom in very far, but... Huh. I wonder if that's unintentional. Looks a bit weird. Okay, so this is the room. We've definitely been in here. And that means I need not worry about exploring it much more. That's so funny, I'm like going around here like, okay, so we've got this entrance and this entrance. I need to make sure that I explore the whole room. Turns out it's a room I've already been in. So this just connected back. Wait, and also we've already been in Songclave. You know what? I said I should visit Songclave. I guess the game's given me a perfect excuse, right? So you're Jubilana, right? You are Jubilana. Stop and share some of your rosaries before you go scurrying off. Yeah, sure, why not? We have the rosaries to spare. Spool extender. Stretch the spool out nice and long with this fine rod tool. The perfect purchase if you're planning to hoard a lot of silk for yourself. That's quite expensive. As is this mask shard. I think we're missing 2 mask shards, right? Yeah, okay, so this one wouldn't do much for us at the moment. Stop and share some of your rosaries, right. Ascendant's Grip, a gleaming find for you climbing types. With this in your... Oh yeah, that's just the wall cling thing. Okay, Jubilana, to be quite honest, I don't feel like purchasing too much right now. What do you say? Sir, I have opened the way above these halls and bested the white knight that stood as guardian. Child of the monarch, she claimed herself at the end, and her shell suggested it true. A being born purely from silk woven tight. That such a feat is possible. I have seen life woven from silk before, but tiny, transient, never like this. Aye, Bellringer, you've slain a marvel indeed. Well, a flawed marvel at least. One to keep far from, One to keep far from, she was. Least for us mortal sorts. Look of a child and a mind to match, but hers been up wandering this citadel longer than most. Even in its long silence, way fore you came and roused its ire. Might have seen herself this place's protector, keeping it clean and quiet as she did. Of course, quiet meant most cross in her path found a painful end from her pin. I'd be saying thanks for the slaying, but with all the other husks now awoken and enraged, a bug's chances ain't grown by much. Yeah, of course Hornet doesn't remember us beating Grandmother Silk the first time. Or, well, the only time so far. Because I guess that wouldn't make sense. Hornet became a freaking... whatever Hornet became there. What's that you got there, Bellringer? Stole someone else's soul for yourself? You speak of the remnant I found in the muck-choked caves beside the citadel. This is soul siphoned from a once powerful bug. It's only a thin mix now, but there is still some strength left. At peak, their talents must have been impressive. Aye, they was that. I knew the bug, in his prime, long time back, braver than most, and as little a fan of this citadel as you yourself. When seeking alliance with those basic bugs of the swamps, thought they'd both gain from the union, scheming defiance or some such stupidity. Now he's as dead as he was daft. Don't go trying to make friends in Farloom, Bellringer. Nothing good comes of it. Wait, who are we talking about? Whose soul? I can think of like the chef that we killed, but surely that's not like a big powerful soul that you would detect on me. We also fought the first sinner last time, but that wasn't in like the muck-filled caverns. That was to the left, right? Like that was in the slab. Whose soul are we talking about then? Muck-filled caverns, that sounds like Bilewater. Grohl? Surely not Grohl. I'm not sure who he's talking about. Here they limp little. Right, that's your usual dialogue. I remember that phrase very well because I've remarked on it several times by now that I just like the way it sounds. Here they limply lay. Pilgrim Preacher, I don't think we've seen you before. You stay close, sister. Them halls beside are crawling with haunted husks. Wandering will only bring death, pointed and painful. Please don't go too far, sister. Right here's the only safety you'll find within this whole cursed place. I don't think Hornet cares too much for safety. What do you sing about? All haunted even here. Our pilgrimage. Are we the chosen? Where is your glory? Okay, I think that's just the typical song that they all sing. And we don't get songs from the background characters, it seems. Okay, new quest, you are correct. Building up Songclave. Caretaker of Songclave. If this place must provide shelter for every ragged bug who wanders in, we'll need supplies and currency. So if you're reading this, empty your pockets. Will do. I'm fine with spending rosaries in this. Like to complete a quest. We've got quests in other places also that need rosaries. And I think I'd rather spend my rosaries on those first rather than like buying these random items that I'm not going to use. I feel like... is that like an unusual approach? I feel like most people would probably rather get the items first and then do the quests later. Even if they're not going to use the items. But also, this quest is way cheaper than the items that Jubilana is selling. I wonder if the prices change. That would be interesting. Because, yeah. If you, like, go farther into the game, they raise the prices more. Or maybe they lower them because they see no one wants them. That would be fun. A funny mechanic. I don't think that ever happens in Hollow Knight where someone, like, changes their prices like that on you. You always exchange your rosaries for the strings because you die a lot? I haven't done that at all, I think. I've died, I mean, but I haven't exchanged my rosaries for strings. I've maybe done it like once or twice just to see how it works and to like figure out what the exchange rate is. But yeah, I haven't seen much need to do it. I think I've lost my rosaries like once or twice, but it never was like a very large amount. I think the worst amount I lost was like 400 or so. I could be wrong about that. What is this? Oh, that's where we came from. Right. Hold on, but that means I don't think I ever did this upper platforming section. I just kind of went left. Lots of enemies up here. Hold on. Let's try to stay away from them and instead make progress up here. Ah! Whew! I can't believe I didn't get hit by that. Hello, we've got a flea up here. That's an enemy up there. I was gonna say, that looks like a spot where a bellfly might hide. And it sure was, except, well, this isn't Hollow Knight, so it's not a bellfly. It's one of those weird things with claws. But most of the time they function quite... Oh my goodness, what a bounce. Most of the time they function quite a lot like bellflies. Oh, stay away. Nice bounce. Nice bounce off the ceiling you did with your bell there. Oh, I forgot again. How did I already forget that you exist here? My goodness, my needle is strong. And it could get stronger still if I went over to Bellheart and upgraded it more. Actually, yeah, I should not spend more rosaries. We'll probably need it for the upgrade, I imagine. I don't know. Did the last one cost any money? I'm not sure if it did. I think it might have just been like the pale oil. It might have been that was all that was needed. I guess this time the equivalent of the nailsmith is quite grateful to us for rescuing Bellheart. But who knows? They might not stay that grateful forever. They might require money for the next ones. Although I feel like pale oil has been rare enough in this game that it... Well, that was a great pogo. I feel like pale oil has been rare enough in this game that maybe that is all that is required ever. Oh, hello. Hold on. You're standing right on the hatch that I wish to use to leave this place. Dang it. Oh. Wait, that's incredible. Did I hit the lever or did they? In any case, they fell down. That's awesome. That's so cool. I love that can happen. I can't believe it did. It just fell down the hatch. Oh, hold on. I'm what? Okay. My needle is currently shining needle. Yeah, it's been upgraded twice, I want to say. First time we didn't need pale oil, second time we did, and then hasn't been updated. What? It hasn't been upgraded a third time. So that's the next one. But I think we're fine dropping into bile water without it. Oh my god, that corpse also fell down with me. That's crazy. That's awesome. I love that. Okay. Let's puff up our dress every once in a while, or a cloak, whatever. Just to make sure we're not about to fall into spikes, though I don't expect any to be down here. Well then, let's go ahead and drop into bile water. I'm sure I'll end up in the maggot goop immediately and then we'll really regret going into there with 3 health, but... Oh my god! But it's fine, it's fine. We can die a bit. And I'm sure we will. I was tempted to do an inventory drop here, but that's not a thing in Silksong. I shouldn't have double jumped. I would like... Oh, hello. Incredible maneuver. Incredible. Hey, and what did I say about immediately falling into the maggot goop? No, what am I doing? I'm just throwing. This is fine. Let's climb up here. This is... What? Have I been here? No, I haven't. I haven't been in this area at all, so what's... What then is the purpose of this section here? Huh? I feel like I must be missing something. I already tried playing the needle in. Can I climb further? Perhaps not. I guess a different shortcut might connect to this, but from where? I couldn't possibly tell you. Okay, we will add a marker here. And it will be just another one of these weird areas where it seems like something should be there, but we haven't found anything so far. Is it like in the wall on the left? Maybe there's a secret path this way? No. So it's called hive something. It just exists. What is called that? What are we talking about? What exists? I don't remember if I asked a question that you're answering. I'm very good at doing that. I ask a question, then in 5 seconds later chat answers, and I have no clue what people are talking about. Ugh! I don't know why I'm avoiding falling into the maggot goop, given that, well... I'm already all maggoted up. Maggot mode has been engaged. Another... It's just like these suspicious empty sections. I can't go marking every single one of them. I mean, I could maybe. But yeah, there have been so many of them. I feel like we still might be missing some sort of important dream nail-like item. Even though, I mean, the needle in effectively is our dream nail. So I also don't know what to make of that. What did I just hear from the left? I'm not sure. Hold on. We need to be a bit careful with these enemies, but I think... Ooh! I think we might be able to actually bind and get rid of our maggots soon. Though that, of course, won't be quite the same as a heal. Don't dive towards me before I've gotten rid of the maggots. And just make sure you're not in the explosion. Right, and these enemies respawn infinitely. Which means they're... I feel like they just put them... oh, dang it! I feel like Team Cherry just put them here in bile water out of kindness to let you grind infinite silk off of them. Not that I didn't mess it up, of course. I very much did just that. It's Garmin and Zaza! Hello! You've made your way here. Fair meeting again, Sir Knight. I see this bell has drawn you too towards its safety. I wonder if Garmin only shows up here if you've done all the, like, what, 3 encounters in Citadel where you fight with them? Why didn't you heal? Did I have silk to heal already? I had just bound to get rid of the maggots. Like you used heal and you didn't get 3 masks. Oh, that's how the maggot goop works there. If you're covered in maggots, you first need to bind to just get rid of them, and then you can heal. So you need to gather up another chunk of soul to heal. Who would have guessed, sister? A safe corner, hidden so high atop Farloom's cursed ground. Our fair village may have fallen, but for these fellows, these scared few are on our charges just to keep them safe. Our hornlands shall raise for them, after some rest, of course. Yeah, and if you're in there, you can see your UI, like your healing UI is covered with maggots to indicate that you can't heal. What? Oh, that's not Garmin's voice. Hold fast to your new charge, Garmin. See these bugs survive, and know I aim in time near to cut down this curse at its core. Yeah, and hopefully we'll figure out a way to get true ending and not freaking supplant it. Just become the new cursed ruler. Oh, you did not know that because you use one item so you don't get covered in maggots? Interesting. Zaza and I will tarry here a little longer. These pilgrims need watching over, and we are committed to the task. Indeed. Do you sing something new? Probably not, right? But we'll try. We shall remember. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the same dialogue. Till the end together. I like that Zaza also joins in. Alright, well. Have fun. This time, we will just be a bit less reckless on the journey back, I would hope. Because I really was just taking damage left and right, and we went into Wild with 3 HP. Oh! Oh, nice dodge! I can also do some dodging. Some light dodging. All in a day's work for Hornet, of course. And this time we didn't even have a funny enemy fall down the hatch with us. Did I get another quest? Whatever. Well, too late for that now. I haven't seen any quests expire yet. Maybe they can. If they can, of course, don't tell me. Do not spoil things. But yeah, so far I haven't seen a quest expire. Perhaps I will find out that they do, and then it'll be a tragic moment. Where am I going? Oh, I'm taking a different path this time. That's right. Whoops. That's fine. We can... I really thought that thing was about to lower. I overestimated, or what? I underestimated how long it would stay up for. I was so eager to get going, I decided to dash before I'd even seen it leave. Watch out. It's crazy how, like, how forgiving staying in the air is. As in, like, we have so many things that let us just stall in the air now. If we're about to fall into something, we have like 10,000 different things we could do to avoid that happening. Which is, which feels kind of overpowered. But I guess it's fine. This game is very much designed around you being able to move around vertically very well. So it's not like it's like a game-breaking thing. It's actually just how you're meant to play the game, pretty much. Although, I can't wait to do randos where we don't have these abilities. Exploring these areas without what the game expects you to have. You're not spoiling it because you don't know either? Yeah, that's fine. I'm just saying that just in case. It's better to be safe than sorry. And sometimes what people consider spoilers can vary. Like, there are some people who might say that, like, oh, only things that spoil, like, major bosses or story things are spoilers. But then for some people, seeing, like, knowing anything at all about the game can be a spoiler. So I'm just saying, just in case. I should probably get better at preemptively saying things like that, to be honest. Because I feel like most of the time I just assume that people are on the same page as me, and then sometimes they aren't, and then something can get spoiled. But it hasn't really happened too much, and not with Silksong at all, I don't think. So we can go down, and we can also go left. I think we'll go left first. Although, no, wait, is that a screen transition? This feels like it's going to be a screen transition. Never mind, it isn't. In that case, I will go this way. I've been trying to keep to an approach of where I try to explore all of a screen first before I take a transition out of it, because that way the map will more accurately keep track of where I've been and where I haven't been. This thing just keeps expanding, doesn't it? Are we about to connect to the rest of the map soon? Yes, it seems like we might be. Although, maybe this... Dang it, maybe this tunnel won't. Oh, the hazard respawn. Did it put me on the other side of those spikes? That's very kind. You already gave me a new hazard respawn. I wonder if I can break the floor below me. Stay away from the explosion. I'm pretty sure that deals double damage. Can I? No. Okay, that floor is not breakable. What am I hearing to my left? What a crazy winding tunnel that we found here. I don't know why, but I just love breaking through these vines. It's just... Oh, here's the noise that we heard. Okay, who is this? I also like how the vines that we're breaking look pretty much just like the vines that aren't breakable. I guess... I don't know. I just like the way that it feels in this area, because it could be annoying in other places where it's not obvious that you need to break in that direction to get through. But here, I feel like it just made this tunnel more immersive. So what is this? Should I play my needle in first? There's some baby in this cradle. I'm not going to take care of a baby. Twisted bud. Oh my god, it makes the noise when you pick... Wait, hold on a minute. Contorted massive ashen vine cries out incessantly. It sure does. That's funny, because I was just... You make that noise whenever I'm in my inventory? That's hilarious. Anyway, I was going to say, this looks like that one guy. That one creepy Cthulhu guy who was, what, like to the left of Greymore? Something like that. They were talking about like a birthing ritual or something. Do they need this? This looks a lot like them. I think we'll need to bring this to them. Let me actually write that down. I don't even have my notes open. I was also going to say some other thing, but I've forgotten what that might be. Silksong notes, Silksong notes. Okay. Bring weird crying root baby to Cthulhu. Perfect. Totally makes sense. Perfectly reasonable note. You only consider cutscenes and spoilers as spoilers and new abilities? Right, I would consider a significant... What? I would consider way more things as spoilers. It's so annoying, get screams when you open a map or quest or anything. That's hilarious. Can I, like, destroy you? Probably not. Anyway, this is funny because I was just watching Majora's Mask Let's Play. And they're to the part where there's the crying Goron baby. And this noise is very similar to that. For a moment I thought I was imagining it in this game. I was like, huh. I guess I've just got the Goron baby on my mind, but no, that's not... It was actually in here. Okay, let's not fall into the maggot goop. Sometimes I like forget that this is a danger in here, in bile water. So I just don't care about it too much, and then all of a sudden I'm back in the maggot goop. Although, to be honest, when I care about, like, you know, when I remember that avoiding the goop is important, I also end up inside it, so perhaps it doesn't make much of a difference. I like that these enemies, well, do I like it? I'm just noticing that these enemies never dive very far. Like they dive at you. Oh, that was close. They dive at you, but they never really like go a very long distance. They just do a very short like lunge towards you, and then they stay still. It's interesting how bile water has this like almost a chill ethereal track as a soundtrack in its background. When overall it's this like gross creepy area. It's interesting that this is what they chose to go with here. So I'm pretty sure we've seen this entrance, right? Yeah, we even have a marker here, which actually, look at it. Well, Hornet's kind of covering it. Hornet, move to the left, please. Oh, never mind. When Hornet was standing in that room, it looked like the bottom map part was like covering the top one. Isn't it? No, it isn't. It's just kind of peeking through the hole. Okay, never mind. Just ignore me. So I think that's it for this path. This is that marker for that weird suspicious room that we saw. Oh my god, the creature is crying in my inventory. That's crazy. I'm just in the map screen. Why does it sound like it's coming from my right headphone? Oh, I guess it takes the closest map pane. That's actually a very interesting detail. You haven't... Well, it's been in your inventory for 4 days and you can't get rid of it? That's hilarious. That's so funny. I haven't really exploded biowater. I got that guy and that's it. That's... That's a very funny typo. I'm sure people would... I'm sure there are plenty of people who would like to explode bile water. And look at it wriggle, my goodness. Anyway, yeah, this is interesting, because you might think that, look, the inventory pane is to the left of the map screen, so you'd think that it would come from your left ear, but no, it's coming from my right ear. And I mean, my left, my right. You know, to you, it looks like this is the right side, whatever. My point is, currently it's coming from my right ear, even though this is technically to our left, because it accounts for the wraparound, so it just takes the closest one. So here we should hear it from the left, we do. And here it should come from both ears equally? Yeah. And I guess here you can't tell the difference very easily. Oh yeah, because these are both the same distance away. Yes, you want to explode biowater and you will explode your autocorrector too. That's a noble quest. Like Garmin and Zaza, I wish you luck on your noble endeavor. Okay, so this is just an alternate entrance into bilewater, which is where we wanted to end up. It's not like a larger section to explore. To the left, we found a memory locket ages ago, I think. So I should sit on this bench below, and then I guess we'll keep an eye out for rings. Chakra wielding rings. We're gonna keep an eye out for the rings that Chakra wields usually, and hopefully will wield in the future. If Chakra dies, I'm going to be angry at whoever killed Chakra, including Team Cherry. No, that's fine. I could never be angry at Team Cherry. This path to our left, that leads to the mist, which we still don't know. We still don't know what to do with it. Could the baby guide my way in there? I don't see any reason why it would. I don't see any reason why the baby would connect to the mist. But wouldn't it be crazy just go in there and the baby starts crying louder if you're going the correct direction? Now that would be hilarious. This is oh, look at that. This is precisely what we're looking for, actually. All right, Chakra. Oh, I'm so bad at fighting these guys. It's not even funny. I mean, it might be. I don't know. I just suck at these moss guys who crawl in the background. I'm no good at it. All right, Chakra, lead the way. Whoops, we're going up, it seems. That means we must go this way. This is a double jump gate. It requires a double jump maneuver. Whoops. I don't think I can... Oh, I can actually get straight up from here. Look at that. Nice little skip if you have double jump, which I guess you need to for this place anyway. Oh, stay behind here. I keep saying this, but I'm so curious to see how, like, randos of this game will be. Very excited to try one out. I imagine... Dang it. I thought I wasn't close enough to that. But apparently I was. Yeah, I'm very excited to try out randos. I wonder if people are already working on them. I imagine at least some people might be doing some initial work on them. I'm sure there are some modders who have, you know, been playing enough of Silksong to have gotten through it already. And that means they have time to work on mods. Oh yeah, you did that quest yesterday, but I thought you said you hadn't explored bile water. Or exploded bio water, sorry. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. I didn't think that would take me that high. And also, to be honest, I didn't exactly dash intentionally there. I didn't think I was still gripping the... It's fine. You know what? Doesn't matter. We're past it. I guess even if you... Well, I don't know exactly where the... Wait. Where's the trail? Excuse me. Should I go activate it again? Did I miss it? Shock ram. Awesome. You are? You aren't active. Right, that's my issue. That's my issue. I hadn't activated the tracking thing. Ooh, that was close. I almost got hit by you. Bit of a silly maneuver on my part. Can I... Well, I could pogo on you if I didn't suck at the video game. You explored biowater a little. I did some stuff and that's it. Half of biowater is not exploded. Yeah, that makes sense. That would still count as not really having explored much of bile water. Or exploded much of it. Hold on. I can't help but notice that I'm not tracking chakra right now. I'm just talking and not doing much. Oh, you're a fool. What did I just do? This is what happens when I get distracted and I'm not paying attention to the game. That's fine. We can get easy silk from you. These enemies are so easy to bug on as long as you're not in the way of them spitting goop at you. So we can get rid of the maggots. Do you lead left? No. Okay, that's good. That's wonderful. That gives me an excuse to climb up here and also get a heal off of this top guy. Oh! Yes, that's what getting a heal off of this top guy looks like. Alright, let's do a quick run back. Okay, that's it. Autocorrector is getting nuke. Rest in peace, the glorious nation of autocorrector. You served us... Well, you didn't serve us well, but you did serve us, I guess. I don't know. You did something. You were around, that's for sure. Stop! I hate the moss enemies. Not... Well, that one moss enemy. It's that one moss enemy that I hate. Okay, well, hold on. Did I even need to go into that room on the right that I went into? Like, did I actually? Also, what's this to the left? We have a marker here, apparently. Did I just think this platform was suspicious, or was this from something suspicious on the other side of the wall? It might have been, I'm not sure. Yeah, okay, so we're just gonna scale this area somehow. Whichever way works out to be more convenient. Oh, I guess the chakra path, it took you through that right room because you might not have unlocked the shortcut on the left. I forgot this is the dangerous direction. You might not have unlocked the shortcut on the left first. Or what? You might not yet. Whatever, dude. One of these words is going to be correct. I'm going to say a correct word in a sentence one day. Just watch. It's going to happen. I will pull it off. Okay, we can heal in there. And then we continue our climb. Stay away from the awful goop being spat at you. Generally a good thing to do. You've got a tactic for the guy you just died to? You see, that is something that I would not want to know. I guess it's not necessarily a spoiler, but it would be backseating, which we also don't want. Do I need to add that as a tag? I guess I should, maybe. I don't know. I imagine that's implied, but it could be good. Not that you are backseating. You didn't say anything yet. So it's not like this isn't a rebuke against you. I'm just thinking, I guess I should add it just in case. Because, just so that we're explicit about things. It's always nice to be clear about what everyone wants. Oh, I, like, untracked... No, I just reactivated the tracking. Hold on. Where's my silk? Here it is. My silk cocoon. Give me it. Ugh. You're about to spit goop at me, aren't you? Ooh, I still got hit by it. Whatever, it's fine. Do we want that upper bench? We also have a bench to our right, but I think the upper bench is closer. Okay, I will go get that upper bench. Just in case. Although, watch Chakra just like lead me on a funny chase back downwards. And then it turns out that this upper bench is one that we do not want at all. That would be funny. And to our left, I think, is the funny fake bench. Well, I guess the bench wasn't fake, but it did kind of fall through the floor. In a very silly way. Very funny prank, because I was just talking about, like, I wonder if... It's interesting that these bench signs haven't been faked so far, like the spinny bench signs, because they spin around, so you'd think that, like, okay, you'd find at least one that has been spun around to show the incorrect direction. Ah! Very bad location to use the claw line. It's fine. Ooh, let's not end up in front of your goop spitting maneuver. In general, I would advise against ending up in front of that. Alright, hello. It's crazy how that chakra track thing remains active across like several screen transitions. Because we went into the bench room and then back, and now we're in here. And the game still remember. Oh, hello, Nosk's Lair. What's happening here? Do any of you sing? Might you sing a little song to him? I think you're all dead. But still, sometimes corpses have sung. Ah, see? What did I say? All your wishes, all ours. None beyond. All your will, all your wishes. Okay, I think we've mostly explored. What am I saying? Not explored, not exploded. Exhausted that. There we go. I think we got everything that I was going to say here. Oh, you thought I was going to the fake bench? Nope. We've already gone there, and I'm pretty sure the fake bench is gone and can't be sat upon. Can't be sat on anymore. Hornets behind cannot be situated upon that seat. We are gonna keep tracking Chakra, though. Yeah, I think... Dang it. Stop. I'm not even looking at you. I'm looking at the map. Dude, get out of here. You're about to get trapped. No, never mind. That's me. Sorry. I always get us confused. We're so similar, of course. Yeah, I think this bench on the right might actually be better. Oh, no, actually. No, I think we're going in a loop closer to that upper bench. What am I even... Like, who cares which bench I have? They're both pretty close. What am I doing having discussion about the... Like, which bench is better for this? We don't even know where we're going. Oh! I remember this room for sure. We've run back through this a couple of times. Alright. Yeah, dude, this is literally taking me back to the village that I just got my bench at. Excuse me? Chakra, what funny jokes are you pulling here? Yeah, we're like, okay, that's fine. That just means that the bench we got is really great for this direction. Hold on, I'm gonna need another one of these flower things back. Uh-oh. That's fine, we don't need that bug. We have double jump. Incredible. So... Have we been in here? No. What, was this path just closed before and is only open now? Also, look at this. This is a background and for, like, you know, this kind of environment. I don't think we've ever seen anything like that in Silksong before. I like the, like, angular shapes that these have got. Huh. Very interesting. I thought I saw something to interact with, but I think that was my nail dinking off the wall. Whoa! That's not a chakra ring, actually. Hold on a minute. Is that, like, the weapon of Chakra's mentor? It could be. I hope we... Oh, no. We're gonna walk in on Chakra fighting their mentor, aren't we? Like, the mentor will have gone insane from the hunting and will be fighting. Look at this waterfall! Doesn't this just look gorgeous? And we haven't seen an effect like this, like, exactly like this, at least, in Silksong or Hollow Knight before. This area just feels very unique compared to everything we've seen so far. That's crazy. Yeah, okay, these are definitely the mentor's weapons. I guess they fling around metal balls. I feel like the... I don't know. I feel like as a blunt weapon, you'd want something larger. Like Chakra's rings, they are sharp, probably, presumably. So, like, they seem okay as weapons. But, like, these tiny balls, I'm sure they'll deal damage. But if you're going to go for blunt force, surely you'd want a slightly larger weapon. You remember in the hunter area, you saw the fake bench and you had 1 HP and thought, yes, I'm saved, and then you died. That's hilarious, yeah. I, fortunately, I had enough health, I think, to not immediately die there. I kind of wish I hadn't. So far, I haven't seen anyone actually die at that bench. I've watched, like, several people play the early parts of Silksong. I don't think I've seen anyone have, like, low HP when they got to that bench. But I imagine that must be quite a funny reaction to see. Look at this waterfall! Hello. Oh, is your master dead? They seem to be covered in lots of slashes. Also, are those? No, those aren't rosaries that they're carrying. Those are the weapons that we saw. Alright, hello, Chakra. Oh, should I play the needle in first? No, no one's singing. Chakra, are you crying, or is that just water, like, splashing off your head? It's probably just the splashes. Pashanka Hornet. I like how she crouches down, to talk to us as usual, but also Hornet moves back so that we're not like in front of the mentor. That's hilarious. Pashanka Hornet wielding needle. Wait, Hornet wielding needle. I've graduated. I've leveled up. I'm Hornet wielding needle now, not child wielding needle anymore. Yeah, look. For that is your name, is it not? I have heard it spoken in this land with reverence. Oh, that's cool. Our fame precedes us. That's crazy. I had hoped you would accept my summons. In these moments, one is good, but two is best. I would not deny the wish, Chakra. A somber ceremony seemed likely at this trail's end, and I am sadly proved correct. This then is your master?
Yes, God.
The fiercest of my tribe, here she lies. I called her master, true, but she was mother just as much, more by far than the Baku bore me. Among the many marvels of this kingdom, she found a fine place to meet her end. Indeed, this is like a gorgeous location. Absolutely beautiful. Ended by age. My tribe would call that shame, but I see only strength unbeaten. Hold on, what do you mean ended by age? It doesn't seem like they died from old age. They might have been, like, old and couldn't fight well because of that and then got, wounded and murdered. Actually, no. Are you actually saying that they died from old age? Because these scars could be from, like, ages past. Yeah, you know what? I think that's what you are saying. So they just came here and died in the waterfall? Actually, do you think they just got stuck? I don't know that they have clink grip. They might have not been able to just climb up the wall. They just fell down the waterfall, broke their legs and died here. That sucks. No, probably not. Ended by age. My tribe would call that shame, but I see only strength unbeaten. Even after Shell betrayed her, she walked this kingdom's breadth. It was her trail followed. It was her trail followed that allowed me to share a witness to its dignity. Hornet wielding needle, you too have journeyed these many paths as my master before us. Join me now for her song sending. I think we are going to get to use the needle in. It just wasn't quite time yet. It is time for her soul to walk beyond her shell. All right. I know they want me to play it in, but I kind of just wanted to listen to Chakra sing. It's like a variation of the usual song. I guess the words are the same, but not the melody. How wonderful. Alright, let's play along. Yeah, she's very much not fighting her. I wonder if we could pogo on the corpse. I mean, that would feel very disrespectful, but I'm just curious. Aha, Trail's End. Wish granted. Well, that's a very nice moment, and certainly unexpected that it didn't end up being a boss fight. I mean, I guess it could still. Chakra could go mad with grief. Grant Chakra's wish. For sharing this moment, I shall have you accept a gift, one I had believed I would never pass. You would take these rings and the learnings to make more. Ooh, we got a new tool. They are built of a clever method devised by my master and will crush hard this kingdom's toughest shell. Use them and she is remembered. My thanks, Chakra. To gain a tool so defined by its owner, I am much grateful. They shall prove a great aid on my own journey. Throwing ring. Chakra throwing rings. Thank you. Ah, goodbye. I was gonna ask you... Alright, well, whatever. Hold on. I think this isn't the usual needle in tune. I think Hornet is still playing the, like... track for this song, for the morning song here. How lovely. What a wonderful little moment. Well, too bad we don't have enough silk to keep playing. Do I pogo? I'm gonna be so devastated if the corpse like falls over. Don't swing the needle here. Don't do it. Or do? No, don't. Don't. Do? Okay. I'm such an asshole. My goodness. Alright, let's... Good thing that didn't do anything. There have been several moments in this game where they've, like, tempted me to do something awful, and I'm like, okay, well, I mean... I'm gonna try it. Or I shouldn't try it, but I'm gonna try it. I didn't break... Like, and unfortunately, all of these times, nothing bad has actually happened. Like, you just can't hit the NPC, or you can't, like... destroy the thing that they created. But however, there is that Flick the Fixer statue in Bone Bottom. I think we could break that. And we also have the Hornet statue that we got. Oh, the damn baby! Get out of my inventory! Bastard. Anyway, this thing. We will never break this. It's like, you know, these actual things that are clearly indicated as, like, you don't want to break this. That's going to be significant. Or, like, that's, you know... It's a sentimental item. Like, I've never broken those. And I wouldn't try to. But there have been situations, like, just like this one, where there's an NPC and you're like, could I hit them? Like, it sure would suck, and but it would be funny. And then I try, and then it doesn't do anything, which is great. I'm glad that the game doesn't let me, like, ruin things like that. And when something, you know, when there is a sentimental item that you wouldn't want to break, then they clearly tell you, like, okay, this is a thing you could break, but you don't want to break it. You wanted to buy a map from her and then she escaped? That's hilarious. I somehow imagine that, like, getting to here, like getting to this point without already having a map for Bylewater must be unusual. I imagine, like, most of the time people would get here after they've already explored Bylewater, but I could be wrong. There are many different ways to go through Silksong, as is becoming more and more apparent to me all the time. One Silksong Let's Play I was just watching, they got into... Oh, dang it. They got into Shellwood without ever being to Haunted Bellheart. Which is, like, isn't that crazy? That's pretty crazy, I would say. And I also saw someone say that the last judge is an optional boss. I don't know how that makes sense. I was certainly under the impression that you need to go through them to get into the Citadel, but... Who knows? Let's actually look at the map. Is there any other way? Because you can get teleported to the slab from Bylewater, for example. But then I'm pretty sure just blocked off. Like, you can't go this way. I don't remember what's blocking you off from going this way, but I don't think you can go that way. So then how else would you get there? Again, that person might have just been wrong. I currently am not aware of any other way to get into the Citadel other than by going past the last judge. Who knows? Yeah. So then they might have just made everything up. Okay. Well, I think I'll run back to that bench and we'll try to explore above Bylewater again. That's like a major direction that I still need to go in. Alright, it's like the one direction that I'm aware of having an unexplored area in. I'm sure there's probably some crazy area down below or elsewhere that I'm missing. But it's just currently the only direction that I'm aware of. The issue is that I've been up there with the exact same set of abilities that I have currently. And it didn't seem like I could do anything there. Although I hadn't beaten the last sinner at that point, so maybe that's going to make a difference. Who's in here? Or who was in here? What's going on here? Okay, that was probably an item. Maybe a flea, who knows? Oh, speaking of the flea, should I go back to the fleas? No, probably not, right? They still want me to find them a large, comfy, safe cave. Which I don't think I have at the moment. Alright, we are going the correct direction. I love these walls, like these like medieval castle-ish looking walls. I love the way they look. They've been in lots of places in Silksong so far. This is a person who, this is a bug like Styx who respected my hunting abilities and decided not to try to eat me. And you want meat. Yes, we have like one... Hold on, how do I get these? I'm meant to defeat enemies with tools, aren't I? I think I did one by accident and we haven't done any of the others. Yeah, seared organ. We need to use tools for these. Oh, speaking of tools, let's equip the rings. Yeah, so I need to try to use more tools to defeat regular enemies. That's actually kind of cool that they make you use more tools, because otherwise I probably wouldn't, you know? I like how basically every item I've ever used has been, like, affected by this poison thing. I imagine there are billions of other synergies. Well, not billions, but a bunch of other synergies. Same way as Hollow Knight had so many different combinations of charms that had, like, a special effect. But I don't know. I don't care too much about, like, messing with my tool setup. I don't like to use tools so much anyway. At least on my first playthrough, I like to rely on needle combat. Although we certainly have used tools in some fights. I still don't like how much I use them in the Growl fight. I thought I heard an item, but I think it's just the... Oh, right! I forgot about the barnacles! Or the barnacks, sorry. My goodness. Right. I forgot we're playing Half-Life for a moment. You think it's a mandatory boss? Yeah, I think so. Like, I don't see how it could be optional. I just saw one person say that, you know what, it's an optional boss anyway. And that made zero sense to me. Who knows? We might learn more later, but it's just like... Okay, like, how optional is it really if, like, even at this point, I can't think of how you could avoid it, you know? Okay. I don't think defeating that Barnack gets me anywhere. We've already been up there anyway. I'm just re-exploring this area, because I feel like I must be... Right, I forgot you exist. I need to get better at actually using my pogo to avoid getting hit, because I'm quite certain that it does give you iframes. I just need to get better at relying on them. Oh, and I also need to do more parries. I mean, I guess this is an enemy that I couldn't parry because they don't do like an actual swing at you. Wait, shouldn't I? I should have thrown a tool at you to try to sear you. I imagine my lightning thing would sear enemies quite well. And we're full on shell shards anyway, so like... What's the harm in any of that? Uh-huh. You thought you could get me, did you? Okay, so if I like... pierce you with my rings. Ooh, new Hunter's Journal entry. Hiding its tongue amongst fronds so similar. There is impressive style to this one's trickery. They really are. Like, these vines look very similar to the tongue, or I guess it's the other way around. The tongue looks very similar to the vines. Yeah, so I imagine the rings don't count for that food quest. Dang it. But this lightning thing almost certainly would. It's just I'm not sure that the lightning would reach you up there. Stop eating me. I have too much health for you to eat me. Get me when I'm lower on HP. Yeah, so here's that. Here's where we caught the key of Apostate. There's almost certainly a shortcut back to here from the left, isn't there? Oh, and this is that room that we just unlocked today. Very interesting. I feel like we got all the doors in there. Okay. Okay, well, to be quite honest, I'm still not sure how I could ever make any progress from up here. Oh, so I think we'll have to leave this place. And the fastest way to do so seems to be running all the way back down through Bilewater to the Bellway. I think this place has to connect. Like, this has to connect to Songclave somehow. To the Citadel from here. I just don't quite know how to make that connection. Should I check again? I think I probably just can't do it right now. And this is the second time that I'm looking at this again. But it's just like, really? Have I tried swimming down here? I probably have. But let's try again. Yeah. Okay, well, whatever. I'm sure we'll figure out what to do here eventually. Because we don't even have the map for this place. I guess it's possible that we don't access the major part of this area from down here. Because we don't have a map for this. We don't know where we are, right? And we are currently, it seems like, in this small locked off bottom section of whatever this place is. So I guess we access it maybe from elsewhere? I don't know where from, but like, you could theoretically see that we might enter from up above and then come down here and then connect to here. But where would the entrance to that be? From the cradle? That would be a long distance to cover, but also there is a lot of space on the map still. Like, you could fit several areas here. I don't know if they have done so, but you could. Well, in any case, I think we're gonna leave. I'll run to the Bellway, and then what? I should go operate by needle, even though that would make everything a lot easier. But still, we can upgrade our needle. We can do, like, upgradeless playthroughs later. Although probably not on stream, because that would just take a bunch of grinding. So we go down to the Bellway. What do I want to do? I want to go get rid of my crying baby. My goodness. I didn't sign up to be a nanny to a crying plant thing. We're gonna go get rid of the baby. And I think I don't know. I'm just gonna try to bring it to that Cthulhu person and see if they, like the baby for their birthing ritual. I don't know. I don't know why, like, their baby would be up here. It just, the baby looks similar, is all I can say. I love falling into maggot goop. It's my favorite thing. It's my favorite pastime. I'm always doing that. Whoa, stay away. Hold on, let's actually get rid of the maggot goop. There's no reason to be all maggoted up if you could simply avoid it by poking on an enemy. Bastard! No! I didn't have enough silk for a claw line. Ah, that's how they get you. Oh, well, that's how I got anyway. My goodness. That's so funny. Did I hear an item? Dang it. Did I spy with my silly little ears the noise of an item? No, I don't think so. Alright. You are a free silk generator. Ah! I've been betrayed by my free silk generator. No way. Alright. Yeah, so you do this little backwards dodge, which I didn't account for. Alright. How about I get some revenge on you, Yeah, you can't back much further, can you? You've got spikes behind you. Or thorns. Whatever. Call them what you will. They're behind you. Ah! Oh, don't take damage. Because we can't afford to take any. Alright. There's gonna be more enemies around somewhere that I can get silk off of. No reason to make this journey so risky. There was no reason to take this much damage on the way back and then fall into maggot goop and do all of that repeatedly. Oh my goodness, that was close. A close claw line. Good thing I had silk for it. Still can't heal more, but that's fine. We don't need to. Well, at the moment we don't. We might appreciate having healed later. Oh, and I'm not maxed out on tools or shell shards anymore. I think our max is 700 though, so it's not like we're far away. I can't get used to using abilities. I didn't use them in Hollow Knight nor Silksong. Spells? Oof. Yeah, my first playthrough in Hollow Knight also didn't use spells, but like at this point, they're like the major thing you use because they deal so much more damage and you get iframes from all the things. It's like you're gonna want to use spells if you want to do anything fast. But I do think the nail combat in Hollow Knight is fun, so I think it's probably good to not use spells on your first playthrough. It's just that it will also make it significantly harder. You had other messages. Stop eating me. Think about what you said. Oh, I'm thinking about what I said, alright. Oh, that area. Need a tip? The area above? No, I don't need a tip. I do not want any tips. Please and thank you. And thanks for asking. If I ever want a tip, I will say so explicitly. Probably several times. Just to make sure there's no confusion. Okay, so we have made it back to the Bellway. I still don't know what to do with the mist. I mean, you know what? Just out of curiosity. Will the baby behave differently at all in the mist? I don't expect it to. I don't see any reason for it to do so. However, we're gonna go in the mist and just try it out. Just out of curiosity. Hold on. Also, these bugs. Hold on. Because the last time I was here, I had a theory that the bugs that follow me around in here, and I think they were even the same bugs that like freed us at the beginning of the game. They like landed on the cage, on the rune cage, and Hornet was able to break free thanks to them. Hold on. I swear, the last time I ran through this room, they were following me. Anyway. I've tried following like the locations of these bugs. No, I think these are a different kind of bug. Anyway, the baby's not doing anything. Not that I like really expected it to. I just thought I'd try. Okay, well this is a very interesting item. Very funny. We just have a crying baby in our inventory. I'll try to bring it to Cthulhu, but I'm kind of hoping that it doesn't work because it's going to be funny to like just go into every room in the game and like, I don't know, like should we try to hover over it in our inventory every time just to see if it does anything? Oh man, very funny baby. We'll see how I feel if it's sitting in my inventory for 4 days as it has been for Ranko 6783. Where am I traveling? Bellheart? Sure, we'll go to Bellheart. Get over here, funny bell beast. Let's give you a couple of pets. I like the way you purr. Hold on, can you do that like footstep thing where you're all excited? Can you? Oh, whatever. You are, you don't have to follow my whims, or well, I mean, to an extent you do. You have to deliver me to places. But you don't have to do a cute little dance if you don't want to. Did you try to break the baby? You're a monster, even though I tried breaking several times. I mean, I don't think you can do anything with it. You just, there's no prompt. I guess you could still try pressing buttons, but it can't break the baby. Listen, do not think that I am against murdering babies at all. We even have a clip of me in Nine Souls being in like, yes, incinerate all the babies or something. I said something like that. You continue to help what? Your continued help to Bellheart has not gone unnoticed, Miss Traveler. In these terrible times, it's rare enough to see any wish granted. Now to see such care come from a stranger, why, that's simply unheard of. I have seen the scale of suffering wrought across Farloom, Pavo, and I will admit, fulfilling these requests may do little to affect the cause. Even still, I have found it a rewarding task. To aid another, the small warmth of it, I had almost forgotten. Welcome. Okay, yep, you love saying that. That's typical Pavo dialogue. Have we got anything left to get from you? Yes, but first of all, nail upgrade. We also have a quest here, I think that's just for 300 rosaries. Oh, and we have one delivery quest that we haven't done yet. We should go do that. Hello, Pinmaster. Oh, and we can get... Did we trade in our relics yet? I don't think so. We should do that. I have more oil, Pinmaster. Its acquisition was no small task, but if it aids my blade, those challenges will be well rewarded. Even more oil? What preposterous luck. That unseen gift, in quantity unheard, discovered by a single bug. Would you pass the oil traveler and perhaps a few rosaries for the ongoing effort? Yeah, see, they do want money this time. Allow this Pinmaster to again work wonder upon your blade. Will do. 450. Go ahead. I have that money. You wish there was a break button. You can, Wouldn't it be funny if the baby stayed on your cocoon and if you didn't get it back, the baby would just die? That would be funny. All right, you have sharpened my needle again. Well, I hope so. Would be funny if like you do the last upgrade and then this makes it worse. Welly done. What miracle to work again upon steel so fine. Few pins left in Farloom could attain such a sheen. You must tell me, traveler, wherever did you come upon so splendid a weapon? The blade was a gift given by a noble tribe of my homeland. They forged the strongest steel, though it was rarely seen beyond their hive. Yeah, this is actually something. I was watching that Let's Play and they talked about Hornet being raised in the hive, and I think I had completely forgotten that detail. Because I thought Hornet was like brought up in Weaver's Den, but I guess that's just where like she was nursed when she was very young. Although, well, nursing might not be the right term because like none of these are mammals. But you get what I mean. Yeah, but Hornet was raised in the hive apparently. I had completely forgotten that bit of lore. Or was she? I don't know. She at least got her needle from there, apparently. Did we know that? Hold on, did we know this? I don't know. What's the name this time of the nail? I mean, we will find out. I imagine if this had been the final upgrade, we would have gotten an achievement for it, so I don't think it was the final one. That tribe has now long passed, and with them the secrets to their craft. Ah, if they are gone, it's a rarer piece than would be guessed. But what grand luck for this humble pinmaster to have worked with such a weapon. Yeah. Did we ever see pins like, or needles like this in the hive? I'm not sure. If ever upon your long road, more oil is acquired. Yeah, so we can find more, as I figured. You're probably seeing the same stuff, so I'm not even gonna bother. Wait, can I ring your bell? That's also a euphemism. Well, it could be considered one. Yeah, I can ring it. There we go. Is that like crunching or clipping weirdly, or is it meant to sound like that? I'm not sure. You did not know that? Oh, look at that! It's got like a hive pattern on it now, even like a honeycomb. Shut up, baby! I'm admiring my nail. Goodness. Hive steel needle, long sewing tool, uniquely balanced for combat. The highly refined blade reveals its hive steel bending. I see. So it was always there. It just didn't have much of a sheen on it before to actually reveal it. That's very cool. Well, I imagine that's a stronger swing now, or more damage. It would be cool if the like swing was a bit yellow now to indicate even more of a connection to the hive. Have I been up here? I must have been up here, right? There's no way I haven't. Yeah, there's nothing there. Well, maybe there was something at some point. Why is that one bell, like, attached by chains like this? At least the chains look sturdy. I don't know if that cloth would, like, not break after all this time. It just seems a bit risky to have this bell hanging here with so much potential energy. I mean, I guess all of them are hanging with a bunch of potential energy. My point is they look heavy. And if, like, if this cloth broke, someone could get swung across the head with this and they would die. Surely we could just... whatever. Let's trade in some of our relics. So many details to this game. They even put the bell. You had to ring in there. Ah, I smell something on you. Heavy with the past you are. You have a relic from me, don't you? I do. And I will not be giving you the psalm cylinders, which you can't use anyway because you don't have a machine. We should go to the conductor person. Yes, this fits my collection well. Look then. Look at what I have. Also, you know what's interesting? The other collector person, the conductor or whoever they are also a worm. Like, they are also like this long creature whose body is spread throughout the whole room. That's interesting. I guess worms are the creatures who like collecting things here. Okay, what have we got? Weaver effigy. Carving of Camorra, weaver of healing. A prayer is etched upon it. Weaver, heal my sons, their fearful hearts, their limbs that shake at the climb to come. We pray, gift but a glimmer of your strength, and, Gift but a glimmer of your strength, that when we stand before your divinity, you see bugs shed free of fear. Weaver effigy. Carving of Atla, weaver of time. Prayer is etched upon it. By grace of your example and our history held full in mind, our song is yours, as your name is sacred. Weaver Atla, may you be praised eternal. Yeah, so these are from like ages ago. Obviously, there was still a pilgrimage, presumably to the Citadel, but at that time, this kingdom still belonged to the Weavers. And even though the journey may have been arduous and dangerous, it was, well, everyone wasn't being ensnared by a haunting, by Grandmother Silk with her threads and all that. Yeah. Very interesting. So this pilgrimage has been a thing for ages. It's just taking on a bit more of a sinister tone ever since everything was ensnared here. Maybe check the first shrine. There is a mission there, maybe for roseberries. You mean roseberries? Hold on. First shrine. What do you mean by first shrine? Do you mean the first village? Like, do you mean Bone Bottom? First shrine. Also, I think even that sort of thing, I would rather not be guided towards, like, things where I might have something to do. I would rather explore it all on my own. More then. Bring me more relics. Yeah, alright, dude. You just got 2. Calm down. And they were pretty old relics, it seems to me, too. Like, pretty important ones. How about you? Don't get so greedy, Relic Seeker Scrounge. The town in Citadel? Oh, first shrine. Right. I've been thinking of it as Songclave, and we saw that quest. That's right. You're right. Still, I think if I forget such a thing, I would rather just forget. Anyway, yeah, we did have a quest there. You pointed that out earlier. Do I want to go there right now? We could go talk to Eve again in Weaveness Atla. Hold on. Do we have the Weaveness named? There was one here, but that one doesn't have a name. I imagine we at least get one for what Camaro? Something with a C. I imagine we get one for that other Weaver too. You call it First Shrine? No, it was called First Shrine too, I think. First Shrine was definitely something that was like next to her. I think it's that house in here. Songclave is the whole city, but that house is the first shrine. I think that's it. It's just not written at the map, so I had forgotten that it was called that. Yes. Right, that's that weird... Hold on. Oh, yeah, we don't have a map for this place, so that's why that hasn't filled in yet. We also need to figure something out with the mist. Also, I'm not like desperate for rosaries right now. I guess I can buy things. Oh, I can also do this quest for rosaries. Maybe we'll just do that. Many deliverings, right. So we've taken these supplies already. I wonder if you can just keep doing them forever, or if these are like a progressive quest where you do it like 3 times in a row and then you can't do it anymore. I'm not sure. They might just be an infinite rosary thing. Delivery, Queen's Egg. Where are we taking that? This actually looks like one of you. Or does it always look like that, this quest marker? I'm not sure. Another egg, another Grossy Eater Queen. Delivery for the big creature beyond the roaches. Maybe this one travels safer than last? Have we got a timer? No, I think this is just hits. Alright, who the hell are we taking this to? Sinner's Road. And this location is... Oh, wait. That's Styx. We're taking that to Styx. Okay, cool. Well, the best way to get into wherever the hell we're going, Sinner's Road, is I think the path that we took to get there the first time. Don't throw another boss at me. We had a boss appear here at some point who just wasn't here, and then they were here. I think it wasn't quite this room. This is the room where the fleas were, you know. But some place around here, just to the left of the halfway house, whichever one it is. Morwing showed up all of a sudden at some point. So hopefully that doesn't happen right now when we really want to not get hit. I don't need to climb up on the left. Oh, whoa. Hold on a minute. We're not looking to take any damage at the moment. So don't mind if I kind of just weave around you. Okay, here we go. There was something... I wanted to talk about something in relation to the lore. Hold on, we don't want to sit on a bench. If we die, or if we fail the quest, rather, I think death is somewhat more unlikely. If we fail the quest, we would probably rather just reset back to the bench. I feel like that scarecrow has to have something else to do with it. Like, yes, I know we built it, so like maybe that's it. It's just a marker that you've, you know, donated enough shell shards to build that, or whatever we did to get that to happen. However, I don't know. It's just this ominous big old scarecrow. I feel like it's got to turn into a fight somehow. I could be very wrong about that. Okay, Sinner's Road. Watch out for the funny roaches. Watch out for maggots. I imagine just falling into the maggot water would not be good, even if it doesn't necessarily deal damage. I don't think our parcel will very much like being dipped in maggot water. I could be wrong. It might love it. Hold on, also, Green Prince. We encountered the Green Prince in another location last stream, I think. Where was it? Hold on, don't attack me. I'm trying to take a look at where I'm meant to go. Okay, still go up. Yeah, we encountered the Green Prince. I think it was in the Citadel, was it? And I think it was during another courier quest, actually, which is funny. We don't go here. That's that same room. I remember. Oh, look at that. Double jump can really make this path a little bit safer. Or, well, perhaps more than a little. We don't need to worry about dealing with the enemies at all. Ooh, that was a close pogo. Okay, watch out for you. Just try to get over the enemies without bothering them too much, and without letting them bother you too much either. Yeah, well, having clawline and double jump here really makes this run kind of a piece of cake. I say, of course, well, I could theoretically take all 4 hits of damage on the run back through here, but I feel like we have quite enough leeway to make it to Styx now. Unless Styx decides to murder us for some reason. I don't know. So far they've worshipped us, but who knows? Hello, Styx. Oh, you have another silk cart, or yes, no, not silk cart. Silk eater for me. Sir, I have brought a queen's egg at request of Belhart's couriers. It was a hazardous journey, but the creature inside has made it here alive. So sublime to think that my dear mistress would be the one to deliver the precious package. I had feared for the competence of those feeble couriers. Yeah, they're just chilling in town now. It surprises... What? No, that's sorry me. That's me, sorry. What? That's sorry me. I love sentences. English is great. It surprises me to know you correspond with them. I must wonder where else you go and who else you speak to after you scurry back up into the darkness. You have 50 hours in the game? Well, not according to my own timer. According to Steam, I think we're... Hold on, I'm not going to press buttons right now just in case it accidentally skips the text, but we'll check in a moment. My whispers travel afar, mistress. You need not worry yourself with my comings and goings. But yeah, about 50. All I do is in your service. And now, please, give her to me, the little queen. Will do. Alright, I was going to go give the Cthulhu baby. That's right, that's what I was running around for earlier. Completely forgot. With this, so caringly delivered by the mistress, our nest can be expanded. What, 2 Styxes? That's crazy. You know, I met someone who looks like you. They want me to bring them a whole meal. Oh, expanded nest. Wait, are we gonna like just increase the production of silk eaters? I don't need that. We have so many of them already.
It is done. Our nest is larger, and the little queen begins her toil. More morsels can I grow for you now. Are you pleased with me, my mistress?
You are diligent at your work, and have raised no claw against me. If it remains so, I will have no reason to be displeased. I love how Hornet's just like fully into this now. She's like, alright, yeah, whatever, I guess I am your mistress. Don't mess up or I'll end you. Okay, you have to go because you're doing the part you haven't really done and you don't really want spoilers. Absolutely. Thanks for hopping by, and make sure you don't get spoiled. I'm honestly surprised you stuck around this long, because apparently you hadn't been to several parts of Bylewater that I, you could at least see on the map that I had been and done. Oh well. But yeah, thanks for hopping by. If it remains so, I will have no reason to be displeased.
Then my work will continue, for I am ever your devoted slave.
Yep, alright, well, whatever, I'll take this morsel. I do wonder, can we expand this more? Oh, is this the last Silk Eater? At least I can't carry anymore. So if more show up here, I shouldn't break them. But yeah, I do wonder if like maybe we expand this a third time, and then that third time they'll grow something other than a Silk Eater. Like maybe they'll go a Mass Fragment or something. I feel like there's gotta be like something at the end here that isn't just like a freaking Rancid Egg type item. I'm not sure. Why did I sit on this bench? I could have bench warped out. Oh well. Oh, actually, something that I wanted to do. Let's just check our playtime in like each different tracker that we have. Because currently my timer, which I like start and stop manually, has 49:31. So that, of course, is excluding things where I like pause for 10 minutes to go to the toilet during the stream or something. So that says 49:32. Our save file says 44 hours, 42 minutes. That's like 5 hours less. And then Steam says I'm at 52.3 hours. So they're all like, what, like 4 or 5 hours apart? Well, okay, no, Steam is like, what, 3 hours ahead? Yeah. But it's just interesting how much these different timers have diverged. Also, something that apparently can happen, at least in Haunted Bellheart, when it is still haunted and covered in... Wait, is it still called... Yeah, it isn't called Haunted Bellheart anymore. That's interesting. I was gonna say, because it's not haunted anymore. We, like, removed it. So it would make sense for it to just be called Bellheart. That's interesting. Anyway, yeah, apparently when it's still haunted, if you sit on the bench there and then leave and then come back... when you end up back in the game, you're like ensnared in thread and you need to break out, which is very cool. We never got to see that, but that's... I imagine Silksong... Well, I mean, I don't imagine. I know already Silksong is filled with a bunch of these details, but I imagine there's way more that I don't know about and will be finding out about these for years and years and years. And I think that's pretty cool. Just like with Hollow Knight, there's always something more to discover. No matter how much you play of it. That's at least what it feels like it's going to be with Silksong as well. So, what did I'm meant to deliver my freaking baby. Let's deliver the baby. Not the queen's egg, but the... the crying baby that we don't like. We want to go... Nope, we're still not quite far enough to the left. Hello, funny roaches. Ooh, dude, whatever. I'll go around. Too many enemies just hopping around here for my taste. Okay, so we go down through here. I still don't know what to do with the mist. I know this has been, like, I wondered the exact same thing the first time I was at the mist and then the second time, and I'm wondering it now. But it's just, I wonder if the mist is something that I can figure out already, and I just haven't quite grasped what the puzzle is. Or if I just need some knowledge or an ability that I haven't got yet, and that's the issue there. I'm not sure. Okay, let's just run out of here. Shouldn't be a very long run. Look at the background here, and look at the water flowing. I guess you can see it right now. It's just the amount of detail in every environment in Silksong is actually crazy. It's just nuts. Oh, that I stopped. I think I stopped almost frame perfectly there. Like, there's no way. I think if I stopped like 1 frame later, I would have run into that enemy. Wait, why am I here? What am I doing in Halfway Home? Is Nu around? Oh, Nu's back here. Hello. Miss Grownup has hunted much, so soon it's time for Nu to venture out, she thinks. Keep your sights keen, for to meet in the wilds would be a delight. Okay, well, we've already met you several times in the wild. I guess you're just back here for a moment. We don't need to heal. Famous last words, but no, surely. There's no danger in these areas anymore for us. Nothing to particularly threaten us, dang it. Unless I make a silly mistake like that, of course. Whoops, don't you murder me. Oh, I really love that dash move. Or like, this. Where you do a pogo down and then you dash. I swear, like, I swear it's more than just doing a pogo and a dash. I'm pretty sure they like chain together in some special way. Like the dash comes out way faster or something like that. It feels better. It feels more than the sum of its parts. I don't know. Hold on. Where's the Cthulhu guy? Are you here? No, I think you're in... I think this was a chapel of some kind. I think we got like the Reaper thing in here. Probably. Who knows? And I think we need to go into Shellwood to actually... Oh! Hold on. This is a trap down here. We don't want to be here. We just got some rosaries there at some point. But yes, we're gonna go see the Cthulhu person. I don't know if we ever learned their name, but it's certainly... not contained within my brain at the moment. Gone. Completely gone. If it ever was there, it's not around anymore. Okay. We got the silver bells. Yeah, we did. Have you got a new quest on this board? How many rosaries do I have? Why was this highlighted? Oh, because we finished the delivery quest. Right. We have 712. Like, should I pay someone here? I don't know. Ugh, all your stuff's so expensive. Whatever, I shall not be purchasing anything from you. So, yeah, let's run to Shellwood. We will see. Because, like, that baby looks so much... Because that creature there was also... Like, they were also sort of a root creature, right? It's just they look so similar. It must be that the baby goes there. I don't see where else the baby could go. It's going in the trash if it doesn't go there, I think. I haven't got anything to do with it. We'll feed it to... who can we feed it to? I don't know. Probably no one. But I would like to. Okay. Are you here-ish? Yes, you are. This is almost certainly the location of Cthulhu. Yeah, so what? We were gathering, like, purple fruits for you? I think that's what we were doing. This is almost certainly your baby, right? Hello.
Bug, red cloak, far traveled. Bring it here, the bud. It calls, it cries for the right. Offer it.
Give twisted bud. Absolutely, yeah. I knew it had to go here.
The bud, weak, new. It must be nourished. Nourished. It will be nourished.
What, like you're gonna suck out my soul or something? It feels, this very much has Grim Troop vibes, because they're preparing for a ritual and then they want me... Like, are they gonna want me to feed the baby?
The time of birth approaches. The bud cries, yearning. The final rite may begin.
Oh, you just want to feed it the purple stuff?
White shell, red cloak. That's me. Bog strong and old. The time of birth is near. Aid now the final rite.
Alright, promise wish, rite of rebirth, absolutely. Terrible idea. We're gonna promise it. We'll do it. What the hell does this do? Very well, this final rite, what would you have me do?
The time of birth is...
Hold on, I've been giving you this whispering voice, but that's not what you sound like at all.
The time of birth is close. Now give me its shell. Host, the final rite. The time of birth is near. Ah!
Uh-oh. Yeah, I kind of figured something bad would happen. Oh my god, that scream! Hornet was really in distress there. Alright, buddy. You want to pick a fight? Wish granted. Did I just die? Hello? I think that's game over. Roll credits? You destroyed the fabric of space-time? No. What the hell? Oh, we've been, like, crunched up in roots. I can't believe... Hornet's got a strong neck. I really thought... Like, they were doing a pretty... They were giving it a pretty good effort to snap our neck there. Do I bind? No. I think we just struggle. And we struggle way more than the knight did in Beast's Den. Oh my goodness, Hornet. Okay, I think the answer was binding. Oh! I'm all wrapped up in roots. I can't even get silk. No? There is some amount of silk I can get. It's not a new crest though, is it? Because our crest also changes the way that looks. Where do I see my crest? No, it is a new crest. Cannot change crest. I mean, obviously. It doesn't even... Is that a different message from what it tells you when you sit on a bench? I think it might be. I think we're locked to, like, whatever root crest we have. Okay, what are our attacks like? Oh. They are certainly different. It's like this oval-shaped swing. And, we almost... It's like we get to stall in the air, or downswing. We certainly don't dive down diagonally, but the swing is still diagonal. But yeah, we like hover for a moment. That's very interesting. Could this be used to get more horizontal distance? I can't tell. Hold on, let's see. I don't think I can set this up consistently. But I would be curious to know if this gives you like a tiny bit more horizontal distance. It seems like it might. Okay, well, where the hell are we? Do we have a map? Should probably look at what's happening when I enter a new place. Oh, of course, we don't have the compass on. That's a funny way to make sure that you can't tell where you are. Okay, is this a secret direction? Or is this the way to go? It's feeling like a secret to me. Alright, you rite of rebirth bastard. I mean, I knew you were evil. This isn't a surprise. What is that? That's a weird pogo. It like... What? I definitely didn't pogo immediately there. I like stood in the same place for a while, and then I bounced upwards. Which, I mean, that's what a pogo does eventually. But it just seemed like it took way longer. Weaver Effigy, another one. Ooh, Relic Seeker Scrunch is gonna be happy. Ah! What? You're just back? Yeah, and of course we can't heal, because we simply can't get enough silk to bind. If we have to do a boss fight like this, that's gonna be interesting. Hello? That's just a regular enemy. Actually, well, it's probably a regular enemy, but have we fought you before? We have. Okay, well, got it. Cool. Awesome. Lovely. Wonderful. Anything up here? Wouldn't it be crazy if we found Nu in here? I kind of want to find Nu in here. What would Nu think of this weird Cthulhu creature? I hope we get to kill them and find out. I also... Well, I don't have any tools equipped, right? So I can't use tools, I imagine. Yeah, these swings are crazy. I mean, I guess realistically, I'm meant to be swinging out roots. I'm like flinging out roots and pulling them back. And the pogos, they feel so weird. I like do a pogo, and then if it hits an enemy, I go down towards them and bounce back up. Is that what's happening? I think so. How crazy. Up or down? It might be easier to get back if I go up first. So let's go here. Yes, that does appear to be bonus. You'll have to see it. I've still got my needle in, right? I imagine so. Yeah, okay, but I don't think it's doing anything. Did I stop too early, though? Let's try again. I like how when a hornet has to do anything with her hands, she's like effectively just lifting up her whole cloak. Good thing she's got really nothing to conceal, it seems. Okay, we can... Well, we've got what was available up there. Is this a shortcut back? No, it's just a funny route to break for fun if you like breaking routes, alright? I mean, I do, so... Why not? We shall break it, or well, we already did. I will accept having broken it, even if it yields no reward. What did I just get shell shards from? Curious. Oh, this room, it's suspicious. I feel like it must have secrets for me. Well, no, it mustn't. Well, it doesn't need to. Where? This must be a part of Shellwood that we've already been in. The time of rebirth. Does that just mean that I got a No, we haven't been here. This is a new area. This is a new section of Shellwood that we haven't seen. Okay. The pogo off of these feels a bit different than the pogo off of enemies with these routes, but I could just be imagining things. In any case, very interesting. Interesting crest. Again, I would be very curious to try a whole playthrough with like just this crest on, but I don't want to... Like, as soon as we get to take the Hunter's Crest back, I will stick to it for my entire first playthrough, I think. Except for that little section where we used the Reaper crest before I decided that I wanted to stay with Hunter. If the woody hide is shattered, the bug will still bravely, foolishly try to attack. I think Hornet respects that a little. That's sort of the vibe that I'm getting from that. Okay, which way is like the way to go? Which way is bonus? Because we had a path that we could take upwards. And maybe that would be where we want to go. Oh, we have a bench down here. Then that is really making me think that upwards is the way we want to go right now to check out, to make sure that we've got bonus. Aha! I am now sitting on a bench. Will it allow me to change crest? It will not. So we need to complete whatever sort of challenge section we've got here. We need to defeat Cthulhu, who trapped us here. Okay. Well, is this bonus? I don't know. I'm gonna see. We're still in one... Okay, that's a screen transition. So, one of these directions is the direction that is bonus. Well, I guess that's not necessarily true. They could both be bonus, or neither of them could be. Is there anything here? I thought I saw something glint in the wall here. Okay, I think that was probably just like a random petal, a flower petal floating across. I think that's what that was. Alright, well, do I go up to the secret? At least we have a bench now. Have we been... Oh, dude, I would just... Okay, we cannot change crest, and I don't think this crest even has any slots. This must be... This must be an area where we've been. It must be. I'm pretty sure I recognize that room even. Yeah, I think we're just in the regular parts of Shellwood now, which is good. We've connected a shortcut back here. We have access to all of the world, even if we haven't got access to our crest. So I wonder if Cthulhu actually, like, meant to kill us? And just weren't able to? Or if they did need us to, like, be infused with whatever this crest is. I'm not sure. Because, like, they might have, you know... They said they wanted us for the ritual and to nourish the baby or something. But then, what does that mean? Like, because it could easily just mean killing us and sucking up our soul, and they weren't able to do that. Or it could mean infecting us with this baby, and now we are, like, carrying the root power throughout the world or something. Can't equip tools. Yeah, I figured. All right, well... I thought I'd check. I didn't see any slots on the quest, so I thought we wouldn't be able to equip anything, but I figured I would try regardless. This is the scary skull. This connects to the scary skull? Are you kidding me? What? There's no way. That's so cool. Do I want to be in this room right now? Or do I want to go back to, you know, the room where Cthulhu was? And get my revenge, question mark? I don't know. That's gonna be shell shards up there, right? No, it's an what? Hold on, have we seen you before? I think this is a new type of enemy. Or, well, I could be wrong, of course, but... Am I? Hold on, I'm so thrown off by everything right now. What? Okay, looks like I can still hit you, even though your armor seems like it would be very tough. Oh, and my root, like, does several hits like that. I wonder if each of them is weaker than my typical hit, or if it actually is like several hits as strong as my usual hits are. I wonder. Also, I didn't get a new entry for that enemy, so I guess we must have fought them before. We got a flea here. We found... What, is this the guy who was like researching the affliction, I think? The haunting, rather? I think so. And I guess this is maybe their surgical table. I don't actually remember what this encounter looked like, but I do remember the dialogue, or like the lore thing over here. Okay. Well then, what do? It doesn't seem like the Cthulhu person is like sitting right over here, ready for us to take them down. So I think both up and down are just directions that were like exits from that place. This is a very cool shortcut to open up though. Wow. We're just walking through the throat of that weird head. That's crazy. Shellwood. And yeah, that just connects down straight to the marrow. So we have another path up here. I'm very curious about like other interconnects throughout the map that we could get like this. There just must be one between whatever this upper area is and Songclave. There has to be one. Maybe I could find it right now from Songclave, but I somehow doubt it. I feel like it's gotta be that we come from up above into that mysterious area. And then from there we connect it to both that bottom part and Songclave. That's what I'm feeling. Alright, anyway. Did I miss anything to this rightward section? Hold on, where are we on the map? Because that bench should have shown up. Yeah, here. And then we were here. This is probably where we spawned. I guess since I'm here, I might as well go take another look through here. In case I missed anything. I don't think I did, but we'll check. Just in case. I imagine our goal was just to get out of here. We picked up a secret along the way. What did we pick up? We picked up a relic. That's right, another Weaver effigy. So we've picked that up. But then other than that... I think we don't get rid of our current predicament by being in here. Yeah, so that's the effigy direction. And if I had to guess, then this on the map, yeah, this is where we are right now. It looks like an entrance, but we can't actually take it. An entrance or an exit. I'm gonna guess it was an entrance for us. Although actually, no, it might not have been. They might have just walked us in manually from the left side. We didn't see what they did with us. How is this not a secret? Oh well. I guess not everything that looks like a secret must be one. We've actually seen that several times in Silksong already. Sometimes you're so certain that a location is a secret and then it turns out not to be. Alright, I have a couple of choice words to tell Cthulhu. I mean, it's not like I can really blame them, because I knew they were gonna do something suspicious. Like, it's just they're so spooky and suspicious. They are so obviously up to no good. Like what they're talking about, oh, it's time for the birthing rite, the birthing ritual. Like, what do you mean? They're obviously behaving suspiciously. But then again, like, if you know, like, if someone is clearly indicating you that they're going to rob you and then they rob you, like, you can still blame them. That doesn't mean that, like, just because I told you I was gonna rob you, and you, like, went along with it, that doesn't necessarily mean that they're blameless, of course. Hold on, this should take me to Belhart, right? So I've gone too far? Yes. Hello, I've been afflicted with a horrible root situation. You know what? Surely we could just, like... Hornet knows the pale lady, right? Or the white lady. Surely Hornet could just, like, if absolutely necessary, Hornet could, like, run back to Hallownest and be like, okay, White Lady, I know you're, like, all impaired currently, but, like, maybe you can see clearly enough. Actually, no, I don't think she would. It was something specific about the vessel that made the Pale Lady actually lucid enough to, like, say some comprehensive things, I think, or comprehensible, rather. I'm going the wrong way. It's the next room, the room to our left that I need to go into. Yeah, so I don't think, yeah, the Pale Lady might not actually be conscious enough to actually talk to Hornet without the effect of, like, a vessel being there. And also, I don't know if Hornet would want to speak to the Pale Lady, or Hornet might at least think the Pale Lady doesn't want to talk to you, talk to her. Because, yeah, the Pale Lady in Hollow Knight tells the vessel that, I never begrudged the Worm's dalliance, made his bargain, something like that. So, like, she isn't mad the Pale King had Hornet with her, the Beast. But Hornet might not know that. I don't know if Hornet's ever spoken to the White Lady. I mean, I feel like she must have. But in any case, yeah, I don't know that they've talked about that. So, yeah, Hornet might just think the Pale Lady wouldn't want to talk to her. She might have tried anyway. Okay. So, you just became this root thing. You are still this. Did you... How did you carry me there? Because, like, you are still in the same position that you were in last. Weird root thing. Did you, like, suck me through this root tunnel to that location? Like, what happened? How did I end up there? I don't know. Well, what the hell? What now? What's my baby doing? Good question. Should have checked that before. Is it gone? It was in this screen, wasn't it? I don't know. I'm not hearing baby noises anymore, which makes sense. What is this? Quickslink. We've never tried that. I remember that I got it. Well, what? How do I become non-root mode? Hello? Usually you're asking how do I become root? Sudo switch user and all that, but we are root, and we want to not be. We want to de-escalate our privileges. What? I thought... I was just trying to get rid of the baby. It was making awful noises in my inventory. I should have just tossed it into that room and not done anything about it. Well, I guess we're root mode Hornet for a while now. What? Where... Well... who do I talk to about this? Is there like a hospital in Hallownest? Or, Farloom? What? What a crazy situation to be in. What do you mean I'm just covered with roots now? I mean, I guess it's not that much of a hindrance. I would like to have a compass on. Goodness me, this would suck to have happened to you if you don't, like, have as many maps as I do already. Because, like, at least we've been through these areas several times, so I can at least tell a little bit what's going on. What the hell do I do? Do I go back to Bellheart and talk to Pavo? I'm going down to Bone Bottom, I guess. I don't know. What the hell? What the hell? They've just done this to me. Well, Team Cherry, you're so funny. This is so funny. I'm just like, it's. What do you even say to this? I mean, it's not that crazy. I'm kind of over exaggerating, which in itself as a word is an exaggeration, an over exaggeration. You could just say exaggerate. Like that already basically means what you want to say. You're over exaggerating by using the word over exaggerate. What am I doing in this screen again? Also, I have like a lot of rosaries that I could get if I smashed all my rosary strings. On the bench. Why have I sat down here? Maybe Hornet just wanted to rest. You know what? Not everything has to have like a well thought out reason. That was a close double jump on the spikes. Okay, well, what do I do here? Have I ever played the needle in for you? Funny skull? Did the background music like echo for a moment with this like male chorus? No, it just does that here. Got it. I mean, all right. I don't know. I guess I'll run down here. I was gonna say I could go check out that minigame again to see if anything's changed there, but you know what? I can't equip tools, so we couldn't possibly do the minigame. Although it would be interesting if the minigame like overrode it, like auto-equipped the tool for you, because I imagine they only want you to use the straight pin there. This rumbling is quite suspicious. God, I'm no good at telling where I am on the map. Nowhere near as familiar with this as I was in Silksong, but no, I know where we are. We should be reaching either the bench or the bellway soon. Speaking of, I guess we already ran past the bench without me noticing. Whoopsie daisy. Yeah, so where am I going? Bone Bottom? I guess I'll go to Bone Bottom. Like whatever the... I haven't seen any other root creatures, so I don't know who to like turn to with this issue. Oh no, I don't have my dive downwards. That's It feels so weird. I want my lunch. I want movement. I only get movement when there's an enemy. That's awful. Okay. I think I go left and then I drop down. Maybe the druid... Hold on, actually. Let's not do that. I mean, we still go left, but we go up instead. I want to see if the druid has anything to say about this. Honestly, like a weird plant druid. Probably the most likely person to know anything about these root things. It's just so funny because I got the baby and I immediately knew where to took it, but now I've exhausted the 2 locations that are related to roots that I know of in this game. So now I'm quite clueless as to who to turn to with this. But yeah, honestly, like a moss druid, probably the closest thing. They probably deal with like magic and plants. Maybe they know what to do. Maybe they have a comment at least. I don't know. I don't expect them to. But since we're here, we'll go ahead and have a chat with them. Hello? What are you cackling about? What if I jump in your stew again? Will that get rid of... Help me, please. Whatever. You've got a bit of root in your stew now. Maybe that's it. I'm just spreading a root infection. All the way. Across... my freaking... It's... my pogo, it's not... It doesn't exist anymore. It's so different. It's so different. It feels weird. Okay, so I'm gonna run down to Bone Bottom. Not that that will yield any sort of result. I wish to become normal Hornet. I want to get the Hunter's Crest back. What on earth? We're making backwards progress. Hello. Times are hard. Yeah, okay, we don't have anything to do in Bone Bottom anyway. Got it. I mean, we can travel back to Bellheart. We can, like, pay our rosaries. And we could go back up to the funny place, the first shrine. As that chatter called it. Bronco, whatever. And I've forgotten what the name of the town is. Songclave, as I call it. So, we'll go to Bellheart and we'll pay money, I guess. I don't know. I haven't got that much money to spend. And maybe I shouldn't spend it. I just wonder, like... Someone's gonna say something about this. Maybe the caretaker. Yeah, can you take care of me? Yeah, hold on. We'll go speak to Pavo. Just because why not? But then we'll see if the caretaker... Oh! Pavo does have something to say. My sickly friend, Pavo can sense that you are ailing, but fret not, for in Bellheart, pilgrims may rest and recuperate until they are fit to travel once more. You are useless. Your hospitality is appreciated, Pavo, but I fear rest alone will not suffice for this illness. A parasite has taken root inside me, one I cannot remove through strength alone. Tell me, are there any you know who might help me? A healer or a physician? We are looking for a doctor. A physician? Well, we did once have one. A frightening fiend, callous and crude in her practice. For the health of a glorious Bellheart we voted, unanimously, to expel her. I know not where she buzzed away to, but I prefer to keep it that way. But if you really must seek her out, you might start by speaking to the old hermit skulking beneath the wellway. Aha! The hermit finally comes into play. Yes, that hermit seems mad, but he has a way of accumulating knowledge. He might be able to tell you where that wretched physician is lurking. Thank you very much. Cool. Good thing I came here and didn't go talk to the caretaker. Although, the caretaker might have been able to tell me the same thing, who knows? That's crazy. For some reason, I just had an inkling that I should talk to Pavo. I didn't expect this to lead to anything. I just felt like, okay, well, I mean, why not? Let's go talk to Pavo. They're this sort of central character who's just sitting at the center of Bellheart all the time. And they're like guiding pilgrims around. All right, hermit. Tell me about my affliction.
What's this twitching inside of you? A slave within a slave? Given over your shell to grow something greater?
A parasite has made its home within me. It saps my energy and I cannot purge it with strength alone.
Gurk, lie down and die then, for all I care. Allow that wriggling thing its chance at life. Or else, go seek the one exiled from Bellheart, little Yarnaby.
Yarnaby! Yeah, dude, this ties into Yarnaby. This is crazy. Everything, it's all connected. It's all connected.
She was chased out, high up into the moors, last I heard.
Yeah, we know where to find Yarnaby. Thanks very much. Goodbye. Yarnaby, I should have thought about that. This certainly is a specimen. The great Yarnaby requires a specimen. Now, you said moors, right? Hold on, let's look at the map. Let's just look at the map. This is Yarnaby, right? Yeah, that sure is Yarnaby. Let's go talk to Yarnaby. Holy crap, dude. All these NPCs are coming to play. Hooray, hooray, hooray. Let's get rid of our affliction. Well, okay. I imagine it's not going to be quite as simple as just talking to Yarnaby, maybe? I don't know. Oh, I guess I should have also thought... Like, I don't think it's going to be related to this at all, but I should have also thought about the whiteboard, because there were, like, surgical implements there. It should have popped into my head, even though that doesn't seem to be related to this quest at all. When I was just thinking of, do we know of any places that have doctors? That should have been a candidate. Alright, let's get rid of this affliction, shall we? I wonder if once we get rid of it... Wait, this isn't Yarnaby. It's above. Got it. Once we get rid of this affliction, I wonder if the root crest I wonder if we'll be able to equip tools on it, or if it will be like a special quest where you can't equip any tools, but it's just so powerful on its own that it somehow balances it out. Like if you want to deal a lot of damage or something like that, then you need it. Hold on, but this can't be the right... No, it is. We go up and then we go left. Sheesh. It's been a while since we last visited Yarnaby. Oh, hello. Cool. Hello, the great Yarnaby. You've got some enemies crawling around here. A locked bell home. Call out. Yarnaby, I require your help. Shoo, I say, unless you've brought a worthy specimen with something truly nasty inside them, bzzzt. Otherwise, leave the great Yarnaby in peace. I am sick, madam, and badly in need of your service. I've become a host to a vile infestation. It leeches my strength and attempts to wrest control of my shell. Open the door. Hello, thank you. Yarnaby? What? You're so tiny. Now, what's all this? Infested, are you? Bzzzt. And that's what the buzzing. They said, were they buzzed after or something? Do you even know who I am? Why, 'tis the great Yarnaby, genius physician, unfairly outcast, who now towers before you. Towers, huh? I apologize for intruding upon your work, but if you are the skilled physician you claim, I ask your assistance. A parasite has wormed its way inside of me. Its roots twist and pull inside my shell, draining my strength. If you possess the skills and tools, I would see it removed. Bzz. Oh, I like the way you like swoop around. Bzzzt. Well, so you're a special sickly specimen, are you? That changes matters, yes. Turns them on their head. Let me see. Not haunted, indeed. No silk sickness. But something strange has certainly clawed its way in. These roots that torment you so. I'm not altogether familiar with them, but it matters not. If there's something nasty inside a shell that must come out, we use Great Yarnaby's extricator. It's your only hope. Bzzzt. That sounds safe. But to crack your stiff shell, we'll first need some extra strength. The healing can be done, yes, but before that, my mighty extricator needs an upgrade. Promise wish, absolutely. Infestation operation, and I'm the one that's infested. Lovely. A good motivator to do this quest then. Bzzzt. Bravo! A specimen who sees my brilliance. The task for you is simple. Head over into that tangled mess of cages on the roads above the moors. Okay, that's Sinner's Road. 2 bugs hide away there. Benjen and Krull, we know them. Simple types, woefully ignorant, yet they have been useful in procuring me materials. If it's steel spines I need, a full bundle of them, forged hard and sharp, tougher than I've ever had, tough enough to crack stone, and to pierce your thick shell. Bzzzt. Then prepare your machine for my return, madam. I shall soon return with the spines, for I am eager to see myself freed. I am indeed. Another chant, perhaps? Off with you, head over to the... Yeah, got it. How about a bit of a song first, though? Yet Yarnaby will save them. Pry apart the jaws of fate. Yarnaby, the tortured one. Yet Yarnaby will save them. They hate their lie, do they now? Yeah, whatever. Okay, goodbye, Yarnaby. I'm glad to finally have access to you. I imagine we'll need to knock on the door again. And say, it's us. We're back with the stuff that you wanted. Alright, we'll go talk to Krull and Benjen then. I imagine simply running there is the fastest way to get there. I don't think we have any bellways that might make this journey easier. Like what, would I warp to Bilewater? I don't think that's going to be very useful. Fortunately, getting to Krull and Benjen should be quite easy. Elevator this way, that should mean that we're at the top, yes. It very much does mean that. Okay, so Sinner's Road, I'm already starting to remember the path up to it. It's not this entrance to our right, it's like the uppermost one. I want to say, this one here. Uppermost entrance to the right, that is. Hello, Sinner's Road. We have arrived. So I guess we have... I wonder, if I didn't have any silk hearts, would I just not have any silk at all right now? Because it seems to like leave the amount of silk to me that my silk hearts can regenerate on their own. We have 3 units. Although I guess there's almost no way to not have any silk hearts at this point. Simply because the first one you get for defeating the Bell Beast. Why am I climbing up here? Bit of a silly move. Okay, we're going to go... Whoops. Wait, where? I'm in the wrong place. Well, not really. This is beneath the chef, isn't it? That's fine. We ended up in the correct room. I had planned to sit on the bench first, but that's fine. We don't need to. I don't think we're very likely to die on the way back. Again, I will probably have to eat those words, knowing my luck. Yeah, you know what? We're so close to the bench. I'll just go and sit on it. Like, we're right next to it. Effectively, anyway. Here it is. Just don't fall into the maggot coop and everyone will be happy and we'll be alright. There we go. Alright, so let's... Oh, dang it. Let's go have a chat with Krull and Benjen, shall we? They were never too nice to us, but they weren't particularly mean either. They were just like, alright, it's about time you get going. You got us some food. That's fine. I imagine they will also... Whoops. I imagine they will also want us to bring them something. I don't think it's going to be quite as simple as just getting here and being like, alright, give me stuff. It's also... We started this quest at a very good point in time because we know all these locations on the map already. Getting here, you know, being told, go up here and discover, you know, find Krull and Benjen when you haven't been to Sinner's Road at all would be tricky. But also I think it's quite unlikely because you need to have been to Bilewater already. So I think it's quite likely that you've seen them already here. Good bugs. I am here on request of the Dr. Yarnaby. She requires spines forged of steel for a crucial operation. Ah, look at her, Benjen. She's all sick-like, coiled up tight with something weird. I reckon that operation's for herself. She's a sad sight for sure, Krull, but sick or not, our scrap's hard found. If she's wanting, we's gotta be getting paid. Ah, afraid the little one speaks true, missy. You might be ailing, but we can't be offering charity. We're stocking the spines you need. You just gotta be ready to part with some beads. Ah, we can do that, absolutely. So cheap? You're ridiculous. I thought you'd need like 1,000. It's a pleasure doing business, madam. It's only the finest scrap we're selling. Promise. For your shell's sake, we'll be hoping all them spines can get the job done. Thank you. Steel spines. Another trade fairly conducted. Ha! Those spines are sharp, and they's hardly begun to rust. Better be getting back to your dock to get yourself sorted out, eh? Yeah, you just want to get me out of here. Any songs? Probably not. We'll try it anyway. Knock me on the head, old girl. What? Grey Guts, Ragged Shell. Sad to miss the putrid smell. Grey Guts, Ragged Shell. Hey, you're actually like rhyming your song. Okay, well, thanks for the spines. We'll get going. Interesting that they didn't even make me do a fetch quest. I thought they'd be like, alright, well, you're gonna need to kill some enemies along the way to actually accomplish what you need. But that's not what they said at all. I guess I shouldn't have rested on the bench because I could have bench warped back. And by bench warp, I mean, of course, the typical vanilla bench warp where you save and quit and go back to the bench. But we haven't really been using that at all in Silksong. As I said, I think it's a bad idea on a first playthrough for sure. Perhaps even on a second or third playthrough. So we haven't been doing any of that at all. And I think I should stick with it. It's just that by resting at this bench, I kind of robbed myself of the chance to do that if I had changed my mind. But it's fine. Because the run back isn't particularly long at all. I could have rested... Actually, should I like take advantage of the fact that I'm currently afflicted with the sickness? And see if other NPCs react to it? Maybe. At least Craig. We'll talk to Craig. Oh, no. I'm curious what the caretaker would say, but I don't feel like running all the way up there. Phew, you're looking a bit raw there, miss. I'm thinking it'll take more than my nectar to fix you up. A parasite of your land has twisted itself into my shell. Its writhing is causing some discomfort. If not for my unique constitution, I suspect it would have already consumed me entirely. Well, don't be bringing such dangerous things in here. Head to the top of the moors. There's an old doctor up there hiding in her bell. Oh, that's nice. So there are multiple people pointing you towards there, which is good. It's not only Pavo. That's very lovely. Because I imagine, yeah, relying on you talking to just the right person would be a bit mean. Her remedies are said to often hurt more than they help out, given your state, but I'd say it's worth the risk. We'll be visiting that doctor right quick. Methods might be suspect. Well, whatever. New. Our news gone. Well, whatever. Yeah, but given that Craig had dialogue regarding this, I do think I would like to go talk to, well, maybe Flick, but certainly the caretaker. I would have loved to see what New has to say. New would have probably been like, you're gonna die soon. That means I get to, like, dissect you or something. That sounds like something what New would say. Isn't this the bell? It is the bellway. Alright. Actually, traveling all the way up to the Citadel. We don't have a bellway right next to it. We need to do like a climb. You know what? I don't care enough. Whatever. We don't need to be hunting lore quite this diligently. They'd probably just be like, alright, you know what? I've also heard of a doctor. Actually, no, I don't think they would have heard of the doctor. Who knows? They'll either say nothing or they'll say, you know what? That sucks for you. Hope you get better. Or no, they'll be like, that's what you get for ringing that damn bell. That's what they'd say to me. Alright, well, let's get back to Belhart. I could have used that stagway, or bellway to get to Belhart, actually. It's just that this run-through is so short that I didn't even consider doing that. Because we're gonna be in Belhart immediately anyway. Like, look at this. The bellway's, really not that much, shorter of a journey. Hold on. Why on earth am I going to Belhart? What a fool. I knew there was a reason I didn't take the bellway, other than it just not being that much faster. That's because the bellway isn't taking me where I want to go at all. Whoopsie daisy. Wonderful, wonderful. I love making silly moves like that. I have to say, this is not how I expected today's Silksong adventure to go at all. But it's also not like I mind. Maybe I shouldn't be going into the... Whoops, this isn't the correct place. Maybe I shouldn't be going into this with like 2 health. What if the surgery deals damage? Like to our actual health bar. Well, I guess we'll find out then. Okay, Yarnaby. We are about to reach her humble abode. Oh my goodness. I guess Yarnaby themselves aren't quite humble. Yarnaby herself isn't humble. But the abode might be. I don't know. It's just this little bell. Oh, hello. Don't kill me on the way back. Patient died right before surgery. To a random enemy. That would be quite silly. Alright, Yarnaby, let me in. Bzzzt, what now? Not another bother for the great Yarnaby. Madam, I have returned with the spines requested. Allow me to enter, that you may remove this parasite from my shell. Yeah, I figured that would get you to open the door. Hello. Aha, the spines. Specimen, you have them. Then it is time, indeed, bzzzt, to free you of your wriggling torment and show my genius clear. Give steel spines. Go ahead. Infestation operation. Wish granted. Alright, how about you grant my wish now? Yes, bzzzt, finally a specimen worthy of my mighty extricator, my beautiful, unfairly maligned extricator. Come this way, bzzzt. I really should have healed up before I came in here, huh? Okay, I've been chained up, presumably, to the operating table. Not quite chained. Oh! Hornet's just staring at it. Oh my goodness. Alright, extricate the parasite. The Hornet voice actor certainly got to have a lot of fun with this game. Bound the crest of witch. Whip the needle in sweeping swings. Leech the life of foes through twisted roots. Wait, does that sweep? Does that, like, take the enemy's life force and give it to you? Or do they just mean, like, oh, you deal damage? That might just mean that. And, like, leeching life could just be, you know, you leech silk from them. Thank you very much, Yarnaby. I think you've fixed me. The operation, a success. The simpletons hiding in that blasted Belvane would shudder into dust if they saw how much I achieved without them. Madam, I shan't lie. That was an ordeal such as I have rarely suffered. And yet, the parasite does seem to have been unbound somewhat. Whatever remnant still lingers in my shell feels calmed, enough for me to claim its power as my own. Perhaps this is a fortunate result after all. Of course. Great Yarnaby has healed you. Shout it through the caverns. Scream it from the great spinning towers. Will do. Just make sure they hear you in the so-called civilized settlements of this ignorant land. Okay, you don't even want payment? I guess you're just doing it for the love of the game. Half-wits, the lot of them. Such great achievement. Brought by Yarnaby. A buck healed full by my marvelous machine. A few weaklings expire, and they all raise their claws. Is there no place for progress in their tiny minds? Yeah, I think the only reason Hornet survived is because Hornet's just built different. Oh my god, what a cute reaction. I ring the bell and they're like, hello. Alright, Yarnaby. But hold, there is something more about you. I have sliced the shells of countless filthy pilgrims, all those plain graying innards. Yours or something else entirely. You're admiring my intestines? It tickles at my mind still. Bzzzt. What is it of your shell that eludes even my perfect, precise perception? Would you show me, specimen? Go on, let the great Yarnaby peer at your deeper, darker secrets. I have no desire to see my shell pried into further, healer. Your service has succeeded and taken its toll in pain. I hope only that I never again need to seek your aid. Don't act the fool, specimen. Bzzzt. Share more of yourself, that I may gain greater understanding. Learning, what other hope is there to save our blighted, thankless world? I have declined, Bug. Whatever you seek, you shall not find it either upon or within my shell. Specimen, we must. There are secrets to uncover. Bzzzt. Progress cannot be denied. Oh, slap maneuver. Yeah, look at that. They never see it coming. Bzzzt. Again, the world lashes out at me. It's just me, not the whole world. But the pain, it means nothing to Yarnaby. How about you examine yourself? I guess you're just also a regular bug, so you wouldn't care, like, about what the result would be. You wouldn't be interested in what you find out because you're regular. Nothing can deter my great work. Not for long. I must not be stopped. If you refuse to share your secrets, then distract me no more, specimen. Bzzzt. There is still much work ahead for the great Yarnaby. Much thought, much learning. Though the ungrateful world shuns me still, by my own claws shall it be saved. Like, do you want rosaries? I'd like to pay you for your thing that you did. Nope, you're just in it for the love of the game. Oh, you can even see the extricator. Alright, well, goodbye. Great Yarnaby, shut the door. And I imagine you won't let me back in, will you? Call out? Sure, just let's bother them for fun. Shoo, I say, unless you've brought a worthy specimen. Yeah, okay, cool, wonderful. I wonder if we'll have another specimen. This seemed like quite a unique event, so maybe we'll never get to see Yarnaby again. Who knows? Very interesting. Oh, hello. Should probably pay attention when I'm running around with 2 HP. We've got spikes below, that's fine. Oh, sheer enemy coming after me. I think this is where we had our funny spinny maneuver glitch, where I threw my spinny tool and it got stuck in the platform. I wonder if that's still in the game. That was certainly a fun glitch. I hope they don't patch that out. It like doesn't really affect the game too much. It doesn't break anything. It's just a funny thing you can do. It does benefit you slightly, because if the enemy can just walk into it and die, but it's not like it's a place where you're particularly likely to die from enemies anyway. Although it can, of course, happen in other places too, so maybe there's some place where it just makes something too easy to cheese. Who knows? So maybe they'll want to patch it out. Oh, hey! Any comment on me being healed now? No comment. Hornet, how about you tell them about the great talents of the great Yarnaby? Okay, so we've got brute attacks now, essentially. I would... hold on, I should hit some enemies just to see how it works then. Oh, is Frey taking a nap? That's good. I imagine I could ring that bell to wake them up, or just talk to them. Let's go ahead and hit some enemies and see what they mean by life force exactly. Or, first of all, I should take damage. Hello? So, life force. Did they just mean silk? I think so. Or, although, after binding, it might be different. Ouch. Yeah, because so far, like the other quests, they have some special interaction when you've bound. Is something that tends to happen. Oh, I don't have my magnetite brooch on. That's right. Okay, let's climb up somewhere where there are more enemies, or I could wait for the bottom ones to respawn, I guess. Okay, let's heal. What? Okay, so it's like an area of effect heal. It deals damage to enemies, and then those that are in range, as many enemies there are. What? As many enemies as there are in range, you get that much silk, or maybe only as many enemies as you actually manage to kill with it. Interesting. Again, the way the crests change like the entire healing mechanic so significantly is quite crazy. Hey, that bug in the background, was that our friend? Like the actually lucid non-insane bug? Maybe. Okay, so let's say I go here and now I do a bind. Dang, that one... Wait, but that one on the left wasn't close. I'm pretty sure only one enemy was in range, so how did I get 2 health back? Was it the amount of hits that you dealt? Because I think I dealt 2 hits to that one enemy. Perhaps that's how it works. In any case, I don't want this crest on me no longer. I don't want it on me anymore. Any quests over here? No, it's just the brute feast, which I really should focus more on. I keep forgetting to try to kill enemies with my different funny tools. Crest change, that's in here. Oh no, let's look at the slots it has. So by default, it's got a red and a blue. And in terms of upgrades, we can do a blue and another red and another blue. No yellow, no utility crests at all. That's very interesting. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be upgrading that. Although, I have 11 memory lockets. Just out of curiosity, how many do we even need to upgrade all of our crests right now? 3, 6. That's 7. This is going to be 10. 14. Okay, so we essentially could upgrade all of our crests but one. So I could like leave this one unupgraded and then we could upgrade everything else. Very interesting. The Architectress is quite interesting. Craft bind. Wait, what did that even do? Hold on, let's equip this for a moment. Although I don't have enough silk for a bind right now. Perhaps a silly maneuver. Oh, look, Frey has woken up. So then we delivered the Queen Egg. I wonder if there's a new courier quest. Yeah, hold on, just out of curiosity, what was the craft bind maneuver? Whoops. Hold on, the pogo is very different. This pogo is like at even more of an angle. That's crazy. You have to be like almost just to the side there. Wait, what did I just get? Shredded organ. Oh, that's awesome. It's not just tools. It can also be a crest, a different crest that you use. Okay, well, hold on. Don't mind if I grind a bit here then. I can shred organs with this tool, with this crest rather. Very interesting. Dude, stop jumping into things. Whatever. We do want to take damage so we can see what the bind does. Yeah, but this pogo is very crazy. This is kind of what I mean when I say that, like, wouldn't it be interesting to try to do a whole playthrough where your entire pogo is, like, slow like this and has to be done from the side? What would the platforming look like? Sounds quite crazy to me. Whoops. Hey, get back here. I'm going to... Well, should I climb up to do the bind or should I not? I'm going to. We'll climb up to those small bugs again. The ones... Yeah, the purple ones. And it was up and B, was it? Oh, right. This was the thing that lets you craft tools as you run along. Got it. Wait, but does it even let you heal at all? Ouch. I'm not sure. Wait, but these ones don't give shredded organs. I guess they're just, like, too weak as enemies. Are they? Yeah, okay. So I need to be killing these bottom-specific enemies. The specific type. Well, don't mind if I do a bit of that, then. We still can't swing our nail while we're swimming. Same way as in Hollow Knight. Hold on, let's bind. And not a craft bind. Yeah, so you don't fix your tools just by healing. You have a separate move for that, so you can avoid. If you don't want to spend your shield shards on fixing tools at the moment, you can simply avoid doing that. Oh my goodness, dude. This tool is certainly... Or this crest is certainly something to get used to. We still don't have all the shredded organs that we need, because it would be golden-ish on the menu if we had. How many do we have now? We need... Oh, wow, we need quite a few of them. Okay. Yeah, I don't mind just grinding it out here. Then we can go back to the Hunter's Crest. Whoops. Give me those. And these enemies even respawn while you're on the same screen as them still. That's quite kind of them. Oh, but I think they've stopped giving me drops. I think the game has like some sort of diminishing returns mechanic where you can't just grind the same enemy for the same item over and over again. Ouch. At least I feel like that's showed up in several locations already. Never mind. You gave me some. It might just be diminishing returns, but not, you know, fully non-existent returns at the end. It might just start doing it less and less. Or what, is it only you that gives me those drops? It's impossible to pogo with this damn thing. My goodness. Okay. No, so much for diminishing returns. I guess it's just you that doesn't give me that? Or maybe I just got unlucky. Maybe there's like a, what, 70% chance? I don't know. You have certainly started giving me shredded organs again, though. So, we're gonna grind for that meal. I do wonder what the reward for that quest is gonna be. Like, what did they promise us? Did they promise us anything? I can probably check the quest screen. It usually tells you. Alright, maximum health, we got it. We can now remove this crest, and then we'll have to see. Maybe there's a different crest that could give me another reward. I also imagine that maybe the, not the hunter, but the beast crest could also probably shred things. I don't know, maybe. With all those claws. Alright, so we have 35 of those. What else did we need for this? We need seared organs and skewered organs. Okay. Well, in terms of crests, does anything seem likely to do that? Skewered. Maybe Reaper or Wanderer, but honestly, I don't think they're that different from Hunter. So we'll go back to Hunter. Searing can almost certainly be done by our lightning things, so we should try that. And then skewering, probably some other kind of item. Hello. Yeah, why not? We'll finish this donation. And what does this do exactly? It's just a wish to grant? Like, is there a reward for this? I don't remember. Mask shard, maybe? No, not quite. It might just improve the town. It might just be a thing to spend rosaries on. Well, Frey, that means I currently don't have any rosaries to give you. Oh, but we have a relic. And of course we have rosary strings to break open, but we're not doing that right now. Hello. Scrounge, show up, please. Yes. We can give you another relic. Another Weaver effigy. Not even like a random crappy relic. Alright, what's this then? Not a bone scroll. Weaver effigy. Carving of Kilal, Weaver of the Path. A prayer is etched upon it. Blessed Weaver, Lady of Grace, you who see our sin, our frail shells, our voices weak, and still offer your protection. How great your mind to care so much for one so lowly. Uh-huh. More then, bring me more. Yeah, we'll do. Goodbye. What? What did I just hear? Hello? Who cried out in joy, question mark, or were they dying? What? That almost sounded like Garmin, I thought, but I'm not sure. Hello. Were you just singing? No, that wasn't your voice at all. Many deliverings, huh? Liquid lacquer. Who the hell wants that? Yeah, I'll take that. We can probably... That's a lot of rosaries. We can probably... What am I saying? Probably, like, sear some enemies on the way. Delivery deadly dangerous, fearsomely cold for old bug up there that does need it much. Cold, that means we're going top left to Mount Fae. Serve us all he does, so we serve back. Great test for you, Miss Career. Most challenging challenge this. The lacquer to bring is Sloshy Slush, a hard carry even for the best. I have met this maker. Oh, mask maker. His is a long service, worthy of respect. I will be glad to aid his efforts. Cool. No timer, but we mustn't take damage. What about Sloshy Slush? Like, if I move too much, will it spill? Pale glazed used in the preparation and protection of bone masks. Delivered to mask maker on Mount Fae. Alright. That sounds pretty cool. Maybe I won't bother with the whole searing thing on the way then. So, mask maker. Let's just look at the map for a moment. Yes, I think did I place my own marker up here? No. Well, in any case, the game is kind to tell us where it is, in case you haven't been there or you have forgotten. It would be crazy to get this quest when you haven't, like, actually been there. I wonder if that can happen, or if they make sure that you've been there. Okay, so we go through Shelwood. That's gonna be the typical path at first, I think. The typical path that we would usually take there. Then we go up through the Grand Gate. We go straight up, but then we don't go to the dining room. We instead go left, and then we climb all of Mount Fay. Well, let's get started with the journey. That's quite a delivery. Like, really quite a journey. Okay. It's not like I currently know of anything better to do. Like, we've got that area that I would like to explore, and I imagine we still need to get 2 more, like, crazy silk skills like we got from the first Sinner last time. Did I consider this climb to be easier? You know, who cares? I think it's this climb that I did last time. We essentially just want to get up to the bench. Hold on, is someone tossing stuff at me? No, it's not this climb. It's the climb to the left from here. Just not the one all the way to the left. Not in this room. I'm so lost. Whatever, it's fine. I simply don't recognize these areas well enough just by sight alone. Oh, does it feel good to be back on the Hunter's Crest, though? Uh-oh, uh-oh. Watch out for the funny enemies. At the moment, we care quite a bit about not taking damage. We have 3 hits we can take, which isn't a massive amount. I have to be honest. Okay, we can't bounce that mask up. Oh, you almost launched right into me up there. That's crazy. I should sear you. Hold on. Would you mind getting seared a bit by my lightning powers? I'm being very cautious, but fortunately we're not on it. Oh, you don't explode. That's right. You don't explode when you're dead. Fortunately, we are not on any kind of crazy time limit. We simply need to not take damage on the way back. Ooh, that could have been bad, but it wasn't. Alright, it's fine. We are, again, not in a rush, so we can take things slow. The journey is long, but if we're careful, we might just make it through. If we fail this, like, far into the quest, I think we'll simply leave this quest for another time. We will, of course, do it, but I think this is the sort of thing where you try it, and if you fail, then you come back another time. I don't think it makes too much sense to just repeatedly grind it. Who knows? I could be very wrong about that. Does the coral path... If I went to the Sands of Karak, would that, like, make any of this easier? I think not. And we should go speak to the dicing guy again. Probably not while we're on this quest, but we should go talk to the person in Blasted Sands or whatever this place is. Blasting Sands. Blasted Steps. We should go talk to them and see if they've got anything to tell us. Hold on. Let's not do any risky jumps. I should look before I leap. I should make sure that I see what is below me. I shouldn't take leaps of faith, which I was about to do there. I mean, overall, it should be fine. But again, we only have 3 hits this time. We don't have a timer, but we have 3 hits. So we do want to be at least a little bit careful. There we go. I thought you could probably do a skip like that there. And then we go up here. A bit of a bell pogo. And now this time we're not heading right past the last judge. Or well past where you fight last judge. This time instead we go left. Although, no, hold on. What am I saying? I'm stupid. I'm lying. We do go past the last judge. I'm simply spouting nonsense out of my mouth. I've been known to do that. Oh wow, we really haven't been streaming Silksong for really very long today at all. I didn't quite realize that. We did pass the 50-hour mark on well, my manual timer. The in-game timer still needs some time to catch up to that. I do wonder how it works. Like, does it just not count the time you spend in a menu at all? It might not. It very well might not. Okay, so we go to the right. We're not going up to the Sands of Karak. We still don't have a bench for... Or what? We still don't have a cave for any of the fleas. Looks like that bench wasn't occupied. Does that flea... Like, is it just that one-time thing? Like, that flea settles down on the bench, and if you make them leave the bench, then no flea ever will settle down on the bench again? They will reserve it for Hornet? Is that what's happening there? I don't know. Okay, we want to go to the top right part. I think this should be enough height. I think it's even slightly more than enough. No, never mind, I am a liar. Or, well, I'm simply incorrect. Not exactly a lie. If you speak a falsehood, but you believe it to be true, you're not necessarily a liar, you're just misinformed. You're being silly. Okay, we go up. Oh my goodness, I forgot. We're entering the coral chamber, so we get glorious, gorgeous music. Oh, I just love this theme. Ah, yep, you dash past me. Don't do your funny hops. You can do a funny hop, because we can simply clear it with our own funny hop. Okay, we climb up through here. That enemy doesn't even wake to fight us. Okay, so I go up, and I think this left path might be safer. I'm not sure, we'll see. I imagine this elevator we also wouldn't be allowed to take. I'm not sure, though. They're not that useful compared to the other methods of transport, like the bellways. So maybe we would be allowed to use the... Well, uh-oh, watch out for the funny eyebrow, man. Then we go right and up. Now don't, yeah, I was gonna say, don't throw another battle at me here, because we saw the Green Prince here and we saw Garmin and Zaza here. If there had been another battle going on, I would have simply lost it. My goodness. Aha, now we run across here. I think some of these enemies will wake up as we run past, but shouldn't pose too much of an issue. Yeah, there you go, waking up. Like, honestly, you could have kept on napping. It's fine, like, you can just chill there. I probably have your Hunter's Journal entries anyway, so for all I care, you can just... Actually, no, I do need to sear some organs. I like how I'm just running past, like, yeah, you don't need to worry about me, I'm not even gonna attack you. Actually, hold on, there's someone who wants seared organs. Could you offer yours? I need to actually pay attention. We are doing a quest where we're meant to avoid taking damage. You are a rude jail guard. Uh-oh, a jailer. What am I doing? What am I doing? What a silly way to take damage, just from these, like, random you're... What do you mean? I run through all of these rooms without taking damage, and then I take 3 hits in one room? In one single room? There's no way. That's so silly. That's so silly. I'm surprised we never opened up this way. Like, we've been to the right side of this room, but we never found a way to open this passageway back here. It almost feels like I missed something there, but I checked. I don't know. I checked, and I thought I checked quite thoroughly. Okay, so that quest can wait, I suppose. I have that Mask Maker quest to do later. We will try it again at some other point in time, but if I don't do that right now, like, what then? What else have I got to do? Yeah, I've got markers, but, like, for example, that door, I still have no idea what to do with it. This here is just a suspiciously empty room, as was this, I think. This, I remember that was like a... You just read some lore? Like, was that actually it? I mean, lore... There are plenty of places where you do just read some lore. It's just that it seemed like that place might have something else to do. What? Whoops. Whoops. What was this? That was just a suspicious bell. It almost reminds me of that of the Sinner entrance, but, of the first Sinner entrance, but I don't know how that would come into play. This was also something suspicious. Maybe we need to double jump there, actually. And this is Eve. Do I go to Eve Nest Antla? I guess I might as well. We'll go, pay another visit there and we'll see if that yields any results for us. Of course, overall, I would like to explore the mist and whatever that new area above Bilgewater is. But I don't know what I would do there. Like, what can I do to actually make progress through there? I'm not sure. I could, of course, go to all the towns and spend all my rosaries. Again, though, as long as I still have new areas to explore, I would rather not break my rosary strings. This is the correct direction. Yeah, I would rather not... Hold on a minute, actually. First of all, suspicious noise in the room, but other than that, first of all, or second of all, I guess this is the second thing I think I'm saying. What if I played a Nidalee next to the rune cage? Nope, nothing. And then here is the secret that I missed. Apparently there's like... Yeah, here's the secret. I saw that in one of the playthroughs that I was watching. I don't know that I... Wow, you hit me here? I don't think I ever would have come back here. Wait, let's sear you, actually. I do need some seared organs. They both missed you. This is incredible. Okay, that got you. I wasted a bunch of stuff there. Beast Heart. And I didn't even get it. Oh my goodness, I didn't even get seared organs. Well, okay, perhaps I should check this more thoroughly then. Like, this is really quite a hidden secret. My goodness. It's really crazy. Ah, you know what? I quite like this music also. Not as much as the other tracks that I've pointed out as being particular favorites, but I do like this. Whoops. It's fine. We can actually take damage. We're not doing a crazy courier quest right now. Now, it's interesting running through... Dang it. Running through this beginning area, because you can just clamber up all these ledges with your dash now. You don't even need to jump. We've already noticed that the dash works like that already, of course, but... Well, I don't think I've pointed it out in the context of this beginning area. This was a shell shard thing, probably. I don't think you found any rosaries by this point in the game. All these enemies just give you shell shards. Alright, let's enter Weave Nest Atla again and see if they've got anything to tell us or show us. Because Eve is meant to upgrade our crests, right? So we could try putting on a different crest and speaking to Eve. That's something we could try. Don't trap... Ah, you're just gonna trap me, aren't you? Yeah, that's what you do. That's how you behave. Okay. We can even hear like a song coming from Eve's direction, can't we? Okay, what was this? There was something suspicious here. Aha! It was a double jump. Double jump required section. Probably should have sat on a bench, huh? Nope. Not required. A snare setter. Okay. Trap setting tool of the weavers. Lays a silk rune that ignites when foes come into contact. Uses shell canisters and the wielder's own silk. Shell canisters? What? Have we seen those? We've seen like shell spindles that drop in some locations, but I don't think I've ever seen a shell canister. Well, good thing I had a suspicion that we could maybe do this now. It did, like, its placement on the map certainly seemed like it would be a double jump required kind of thing, and it was. Good thing I marked this down. I definitely wouldn't have remembered it off the top of my own head. Bench is down below, so we'll go sit on it. We might want to change crests anyway, but first of all, let's see if they do anything further to our Hunter's Crest. Use some shell shards to heal. Whoops, we're not traveling on the elevator. It's nice of them to make it so that you have to sit on it for a moment for it to activate. Hello, Eve. Lady, my senses resound. You have grown further beyond the bounds of a bug. Permit me to gaze again upon your nature, that I may offer clarity. Okay. Are we upgrading the Hunter's Quest, or anything, like, just in general, my aspect? Oh. What's that, then? Gained a Vesti Crest. Is that just the name of that type of tool? Equip additional tools independent of one's crest. Oh. Yeah, so this is an overall upgrade. What caused me to be worthy of this? Is it the fact that I defeated Lace? Is it the fact that I technically defeated Grandmother Silk, even though it's not, like, you know, within this timeline? Or is it the fact that I defeated the first sinner? Like, what actually caused this to happen? Is it just that I have more crests? Is it the amount of crests? I don't know. This was for the beast shard. That's why this tab was active. So we just have an extra crest that we can put here. Or extra tool, rather. That's crazy. And this will stay on. I do wonder, because when we got the root crest, it didn't allow us to equip anything, any tools. But I do wonder if that would have applied to this. Like, could you still equip something if you had the root crest on? You know, if you'd gained the Vesti crest already. I don't know. And it looks like this is specifically still for utility type tools. So I wonder if we can get another Vesti crest for other tools. Anything else, Eve? Lady, okay. Cool. So our nature can expand further, it seems, and has not done so yet. That's all the information we need from that. Well, looks like it was worth coming back here. And I should go equip the next tool then. And a utility tool. That might certainly come in handy. I like that it makes the choices a bit easier by only letting you equip certain types of tools in certain slots. Although, the fact that then you can choose between different crests, which have different configurations of those slots, makes things trickier again, of course. We don't want Scuttle Rays, Silk Speed Anklets. Maybe that. Oh, but it draws upon Silk. I don't know about that. That's right. Retain some rosaries upon defeat. That doesn't seem particularly necessary. Increases damage taken, but also increases damage dealt. That seems pretty brutal. Don't want weighted belt for sure. We don't need shell shards. Honestly, I don't think I care about any of these utility ones. Maybe we just try Silk Speed Anklets then. Barb Bracelet seems pretty risky. Maybe we put it on just for the meme. And let's see how this works. I imagine we take double damage and we deal double damage or something like that. This is probably a terrible idea. My goodness, my masks look pretty silly up there. Okay, we'll try to keep this on for a little bit. And we'll see. If I really strongly dislike it, we'll take it off. Because, like, playing Hollow Knight Overcharmed is quite brutal, even if you are, like, doing your umpteenth playthrough and are quite experienced at it. But the fact that we defeat enemies pretty fast, I don't know. Like, I feel like in order for this to be a reasonable tool to ever equip, I feel like it must increase your damage quite significantly. And that, of course, might mean that it actually is worth it. Because if you kill most enemies in like 2 hits before they ever have a chance to deal damage to you, this might be worth it. Although, this would also make Silk Collection trickier, wouldn't it? We'll see, we'll see. Enter. Where am I traveling to now? We're quite done down here. Is that just a bell noise? I think it is. Sometimes it sounds a lot like just an item glimmer. Alright, take me to... Actually, can you take me to Farfields? I would like to go see... well, I would like to try something with the door. The door that's locked by Mort. Because I saw someone say that you can break it. Like, I saw someone say that they, like, had to pay twice to get inside, and then when they got in, Like, they essentially did the same thing as board, where they like paid once and then didn't enter immediately, so then the door closed on them again. And then they paid again to get inside, and they were so mad that they like smashed the door mechanism. And I wonder if that's legit. Like, can you actually do that? Yeah, I've got the rosaries. We can expend some for this experiment. So, can one break the door mechanism? Oh my god! And you actually can. That's so cool. And now this door will just stay open. All right. Well, what does Mort have to say about that? Back here again, it's a strange pilgrimage. Ah, you haven't even noticed. Alright, Mort. I wonder, shall we find this mechanism fixed next time we're back? I'm very curious. Very curious. What does this say? Ilgrim. Oh wait, I never realized before that it was cut off because the entire sign is like broken and the first part is cut off. Huh. Very cool. Well, I think we've done a good deed here by smashing Mort's one source of income. Well, no, not one source of income. They also sell stuff. They just shouldn't be extorting people for just wanting to sit on a bench repeatedly. Okay. I mean, since we're here, I guess I could, you know, I might as well check out this room. For all I know, I don't take double damage, I take triple damage. But wouldn't it be funny if I just never got hit ever again? Dang it. Yeah, it's just double damage. So, of course, what hits would usually deal double damage will now deal triple with it. Spear Scar. In my youth, I envied all bugs with wings. I even fancied I might grow a pair. I have since learned better. Accept the limitations of one's body and augment with tools as needed. Indeed, except, well, we have gotten a Monarch Wings-like thing now. From that Fey Bird thing. This room is still as suspicious as ever, I have to say. Whoa. What was that? That ring, like... What, did it linger on the left side? Was it still, like, bouncing up and down? Okay, yeah, that's what I saw. We should try searing some enemies, though. Except we're not really in a good position. Have I got a better tool to equip for that sort of thing? Maybe. Is there anything else that might perform searing other than my lightning ability? Because it is quite hard to hit enemies with it. Anything else that might perform searing? Probably not. Maybe Warning Bell, but that sounds unlikely. Plasmium File. We also need Skewered one, so we need something that would be like a piercing long thing. Snare Setter. Don't care about that. Flint Slate. Oh, actually, that's almost certainly something that works. We will unequip the Vault, whatever it was. Vault Vessel. We'll keep Chakra's rings equipped just out of respect for the master that died. And now, well, let's see. If I superheat my needle and attempt to pierce some enemies, that should almost certainly give me some sort of piercing thing. Okay, so we superheat it. And that should surely, if you are the sort of enemy that can drop food, that should surely give me what I need. But you don't appear to be. Dang it. I don't know, unless you just don't work. I should go back to those same enemies that we know for sure, for a fact, to drop organs. This was Chakra's room, so I imagine this being empty isn't suspicious. It's just had Chakra in it. Now, an interesting question is, would I have remembered that that was Chakra's room if I hadn't seen those rings there? I probably might not have, you know. So it's actually good. It's very good that the rings stay around. Let's sit on the bench to get our, you know, replenish that tool. And now, I'm going to travel back to Belhart. Because then we can just go back to the other room where we grind it for the other meals. And I'm just curious. I'm curious to see how that will work for us. Will the grinding work? I guess I could have also sat on this bench to replenish my tools. It doesn't really matter where I did it. I'm doing it here and now. Hold on. Did I get a relic from down there? Or what did... No, I got a tool from Weaving Statla. I was gonna say, should I go talk to Scrounge again? But seemingly not. Alright. So, hello. You are currently not dropping any sort of seared steaks for me. Excuse me. Does this not work then? Do I need the Vault Vessels? Because, like, you did say flint, right? Is this here that I'm poisoning things? Could have sworn I seared things even... At least with the lightning I seared things even when I was poisoned. Okay, you know what? I think I will remove that poison thing for now. Just to make sure that the items are behaving normally. And we can put on a different one. What do we want to put on, though? Everything feels like cheating. You can put on a thing that deals more damage when we bind. What is this, though? When taking damage... no, I don't want that. I don't want Thorns of Agony, but extra special. Hold on, also, let's unequip Chakra's rings. I'm sorry, Chakra's Master. We can't be holding on to those things all the time. Okay, I think I actually want you at the... I want you at the top. And I want the Vault Vessel back down here. Long pin is almost certainly what we would use for the skewering, right? Okay, let's go try it with this. Although it might be that I'm not able to sear them in water. That might be something. Do I know of any specific enemies that like I can get drops off of? I don't know. First of all, we will try this. Aha! That is a seared organ. Cool. Now, if I try this... Does this also work for searing? It does. Okay, so I think it might have actually just been the poison that caused issues. Oh. And it looks like it only works for one hit, too. The poison effect lasted for way longer. Once I, like, stabbed myself with the poison thing. But that doesn't seem to be the case here. Okay, that lasted, yeah, for a very short amount of time. I feel like almost, like, in a... Like, is it ever going to be particularly useful in a fight? Like, are you really going to sit there and, like, buff up your nail for 2 seconds? Surely you'd instead just want to have a tool equipped that does more damage on its own. Ouch. There's my funny double damage, but it's fine. Yeah, it's quite interesting. I'm gonna keep that pressed on for now. What? Oh, that's my bind effect. Right, my bad. I want you to respawn, actually. And I don't think I should fight that one on the right, because I need the... Like, it's good if I have 2 enemies close to each other here. There we go. Okay, so I activate this. And I haven't got enough time to run to the other one. I think we only need 15 of these, so that's at least nice. This shouldn't take too long. I will also sear you. Thank you. Never mind. That hasn't worked at all. I want to see if multiple of you spawn. Like, does searing you like this, does that work? No, I think it needs to, what, be a direct hit then? I'm not sure. At least we get a lot of shell shards, so we can get our tools back easily. We can replenish them. I mean, of course... Oh, the water... Wait, is it the water that puts it out? Is that what happens? Maybe. Oh, we did get a seared organ from that. How about on the right side? Any seared organs sitting in the water here? No. Okay, well, I'm gonna go replenish my tools, I think. It seems to me that the flint steel thing, whatever it is, and my flint and steel tool is a lot better at creating seared organs than my lightning is. It might be that, like, the enemies being in water interrupts with it somehow. Like, yeah, interrupts it somehow. I'm not sure. In any case, I quite like my flint and steel thing. It seems to behave a lot more consistently. Oh! Hold on. Let's deal at least 1 hit of damage to you already. And now I sear myself. And now I deal damage to you. Dang it. Yeah, it must be that falling into water is what makes it run out. Now that that flying enemy is gone, we will try without falling into water. And we'll see if that works out for me. Hello? Could you, like, not be under there? Thank you. Yeah, we are still currently... Okay, it lasts longer for sure. But it still doesn't last very long. So it's not quite 2 seconds, as I was saying before, but it's still not particularly long. But we might be able to hit all 3 of these. Yeah, there we go. So that works for me. Oh, and we don't even need these others. Well, there we go. That means we're done with the seared organs. Oh, hello, goodbye. Yeah, you're our friend. You're a friendly flying courier person. Are you not a courier? You're like a sentry something? I don't know. In any case, seared organs get. And we replace our tools again. Fine, whatever. You can replenish it. I don't care. I guess I'll keep the Vault Vessel on and we'll just put chakras... Actually, no, sorry, not yet. Yeah, no, actually, yes. We will put chakras thing here. And we will also take out the long pin. We probably could keep the poison... I don't know, whatever. I'll put the poison back on. Or maybe we put this on? I don't know. I do not know. Maybe I do put this on. Let's try this. Because this does like an attack when we do our double jump. Is this beneficial? Might this interrupt with our pogos? I don't know. But we have it on now. I like that way we can like rattle these signs like that. Okay, cool. So, long pin. I need to remember that's on my down button. Or, you know, down joystick move. Alright, so if I were to skewer you... Oh, you're kind of low down for that sort of thing, actually. Okay, we throw these in an arc. Whoops, dang it. Aha, that does work. Although I well, used quite a few tools for that. Whoa. What? Dang it. You know I deal, or I take double damage. Stop throwing things at me. Okay, I should also bind. So, this thing doesn't deal what? This thing doesn't deal nearly as much damage as I might have hoped. Right, but I deal too much damage to you. Ah, that's a funny issue. Because that means I need to throw several spears at you. Okay, you know what? In that case, I think I remove the thing that deals double damage, because currently that's making this quest harder. Because I'd want to be able to deal like a tiny hit to weaken the enemies down there. And then not worry about that. Okay, hold on. We'll remove the barb bracelet. That's fine. It can just stay gone. Oh, you know what? I think... I was wondering if we'd get like an extra slot like that for other tools, but I don't think it would make too much sense, would it? Like what would you have? Because at least for the red tools, they have it up and down. So like what, if you had an extra third one, would it be to the left? I guess it could. It just seems somewhat unlikely to me. Okay, whoops, wrong tool. Whoops, wrong position. That's better. Okay, so I deal one hit to you, and then I throw my pin. Perhaps with you I deal a couple more hits, who knows? Yeah, I wasn't sure how much damage my dress dealt, so I wanted to make sure I tossed that already. Could I get two of you at once? Probably. There we go, that's another. Whoops. How many of these do I need? I guess we'll just find out. There's no point in checking the amount beforehand. I mean, I guess there could be. Like, if they need 1,000, I might just want to not grind for it right now. Whoops. Dude, stop it, bastard. Get over here. Oh, my goodness. Thank you. Whoa. Hello. Again, maybe I shouldn't be like separately grinding for this quest. Maybe I should just keep the tools on me and explore the world. But I just like, I don't know. I had the Vault Vessel on for ages, and I made like what, 1 unit of progress. So I don't think that's very sustainable. Whoops, you're the one I already dealt damage to apparently. That means you aren't. So I stay a bit farther away. Nope, you're going the wrong direction. You're just gone. Got it. I'm so bad at aiming these. My goodness. Hello. Okay, you come this way and then I sit here. And that should hit you. Thank you. How many more do I need? I'm about to run out of long pins. Skewered organs. We have 7 and we need 10. Okay, so we're almost there. But we will need to go rest on the bench to actually get the last one. Oh! Dang it. Well, I'll be back. Don't you worry. I just need 3 more of you. We'll expend some shell shards. I'm glad we found a place to dump some of our shell shards into, because we really have so many of them. Okay, replenish my stuff. And we will leave. We're down to 468 shell shards. That's quite crazy. If I miss too many more of these throws, we're gonna be in trouble. But also, not really. We have plenty of shell shard things we could break open if we needed to. I love being able to say words. Honestly, this right one here might be way easier to deal with. Maybe I shouldn't be bothering with these guys on the left. Whoops, you're already dead. Okay, I don't know that I like my dress just dealing damage randomly. I like to be able to predict when I'm about to deal damage to an enemy. Like, I don't want to just randomly deal damage when I happen to float past them, you know? There we go, and this should be the final one. Look at that. So we have all the food for that Styx-like creature, whatever their name is. Does it tell me their name here? Return to Huntress with the organs, right. Well, that's wonderful. We have what we needed. I will now remove the long pin. I don't like throwing it in an arc like that. We'll put on Chakra's rings again. And maybe the double damage thing. And we will absolutely remove you. I don't want you on. Maybe we do put the poison back on. Injector band. Increases the speed of binding. You know what? Why not? Do I care more about the poison? No. I will, however, put on Barb Bracelet again. I think I just want to try having that on for a while. We already have Chakra Spins on. That's right. So we remove you. Should I use Pimpillo? Conch Cutter? Anything else? Drives the wielder downwards. Have I tried this? What does this feel like? Oh, that's an interesting move. Maybe I keep that on. We'll see how that works. Although, no, I think I would like a slightly larger area of effect thing on. I think we'll go back to the Vault Vessel. Are you trying to get my attention? No, you're just reading things as usual. Oh, no, never mind you. This is because I paid all those rosaries. Miss Traveler, thanks to your valiant contributions, our little town is starting to feel like its old self again. Homes have been hoisted and the square shines. I have seen the changes myself, Pavo. It is pleasing to hear my contributions have not been in vain. Indeed, your generosity is a guide for others. We've only one thing now sorely missing. Bugs. What is a town without its residents? Age, scarcity, deadly thread. Bellheart is beset by endless ills. Now there's just us remaining, few as you've met. In recognition of your noble efforts, and as one small step to solving the problem, I have decreed a grand gift should be given. A bell home of your very own. Ah! We finally get this. I'm kind of upset that I saw so many Steam achievements for this already, like other people getting it. And also it seems like they got this way faster than I did. So I guess they just dumped their rosaries into this. I don't know if you needed to do all the other quests, I imagine not. Or at least, I don't imagine you needed to do the courier quests. Which, oh, of course you didn't, because we still have more of those to do. A place to reflect, a bed to lay in. It's hanging up there at the top, beside our good pinmaster. Oh, that's the one that was like hung up by cloths. I have no plans to settle, Pavo, but for now my task in Farloom remains, and while it does, a residence may prove useful. Of course, your fortitude inspires us all, and if trouble ever descends on you, it surely won't hurt to have a resident warrior close at claw. That's awesome, Bellhome Key. Pavo, you're cool. Thank you for giving me a whole freaking bell house. Alright, so, our own home. A locked bell home. Use Bellhome Key, will do. A home of our own. I wonder if we can like place things here like you can in Breath of the Wild. Acquire your own bell home. We can rest here and we can inspect something. Assemble Materium. Sure, why not? Wait, are we using craft metal for this? I don't think we have any. We still need to find some craft metal, actually. I'm pretty sure there are, like, what, 1 or 2 things that require it? Holy crap, what is all this? Materium. Oh, so this just keeps track of all the materials we've seen and have. Silk. Fine thread spun from the soul of its creator. Highly coveted for its remarkable strength and mystical properties. Used to heal wounds, extend life, and weave powerful runes. Shell shards, hardened fragments of shell and bone used in the crafting of tools and traps. Rosaries, beads carved from various materials, used as a measure of faith and traded in as currency. Each is etched with a fine pattern design. Okay, so they are used as a measure of faith by others, not just that weirdo Mort guy, okay? Shell rosaries, beads carved from polished shell. The finer material reflects their increased value. Pearl rosaries, gleaming pearl carved over with intricate markings, the rarest and most highly valued rosaries in all of Farloom. Mossberry, sweet fruit that grows in moist environments. Its seeds are toxic to most creatures. Mossberry stew, thick syrupy soup of mossberries and druidic herbs, sweet and aromatic but poisonous to most creatures. Pilgrim shawl, simple garment worn by several pilgrims over the ages, torn, tattered, and repaired many times over. Oh, this is something that I wanted to point out. A Let's Play I was watching was doing that pilgrim shawl quest, which is early in the game where you need to like kill pilgrims and get their shawls. When you take the shawls from the corpses actually like lose their clothes and become naked, which is certainly a detail. Pearl rosaries. Right, hold on. We read that. Flintstone. Long burning rock from the base of Farloom, mined and used by the Citadel in its forgings. I imagine we've seen at least some of these already, like Mossberry, surely. But I don't know if we've seen these other descriptions, and certainly not all like gathered together in one place like this. Flint gem, and I guess this is here for a reason, like if you want to read the description, but you don't have that item in your inventory anymore, you can still come here and read it. In any case, they're all highlighted as new, so we will read them here. Flint gem, gem-like organ taken from a flint beetle, produces incendiary sparks when abraded, and may explode if cracked or dropped. Craft metal, rare element found naturally within the rock and bone of Farloom, used by skilled craftsbugs in the construction of tools and trinkets. Spine core, flexible fiber from within a hoker's spine, can be woven into garments and accessories by a skilled seamstress, right? That's how we got our Drifter's cloak. Crown fragment, large spike of bone collected from a defeated skull tyrant. Did we ever do anything with that? I think we just brought it back as proof. Horn fragment, hardened chunk of a horn shell collected from a defeated savage beastfly. Silver bell, finely forged bell made from a gleaming metal. Pale oil, bile gland of a rare Sylphian slag. Talented pinmasters can use the glistening liquid within to improve a blade's sharpness. What does Sylphian mean? I should look that up. Liquid life seed, possessed... Yeah, plasmium. Liquid life seed, possessed of remarkable regenerative qualities. A substance foreign to Farloom, introduced by the alchemist Xylitol. Yeah, so this is essentially lifeblood from Hollow Knight. Rag belt, tattered pelt taken from the body of a crawbug. Fragile and drab, it is considered to have few practical uses. Yes, I think we were collecting these in Sinner's Road. Polyp heart, core of a flower formed around the body of a consumed wood wasp. Secretes the sticky sap that the wasp subsists on, and it certainly has got a peculiar shape, doesn't it? Roach guts, fresh innards of a muckroach, tough and slimy with a rank odor, unpalatable to most. You'd imagine so. Courier's swag. What? Heavy cloth sack containing tools, trinkets, and medical aids. Queen's egg, fragile egg containing a young silk eater queen. Though the queen cannot gather silk itself, with time and care it could be raised to breed more silk eaters. Courier's rasher, fatty meat of indeterminate origin. Once prepared, it will quickly spoil if not stored properly. Vintage nectar, high quality nectar of a long-lived aphid, kept in storage over many lifetimes to allow a complex maturation. Are these grouped? What are these grouped together by? We're about to reach the end of these. Are they like, it doesn't seem to be alphabetical. Is it? No. Is it by color? It does seem like some colors are grouped together. Like we've got green here, we've got orange here. And here we've got like this sort of more reddish, brownish colors. I don't know. Pickled muck maggot. Pungent delicacy preserved in roach brine. The most famous creation of the disgraced Chef Lagoli. Well, I don't know. We've got several like meal things here. Courier's Rasher, vintage nectar, and pickled muck maggot. These were all, and I think also this, these were all for the meal quest, the gourmand quest. But I think one of the items was up above. Yeah, mossberry stew, I think it was. So why is that separate? I'm not sure. I guess they just grouped together. Perhaps not all like in a consistent logic, but they put like, okay, we'll put the meals down here, but since the mossberry thing should go with the mossberry, we'll place it up there. It might be like a mixed logic here. Anyway, crustnut. Tough furred seed from the center of a corpora cluster. Stale to taste, but strong once ground as seasoning. Steel spines. Hard-forged spines intended for use in heavy machinery and able to pierce through even the toughest shell. Yes. Maybe they're just in the order that you got them in? That could also be something. Although I don't think I got the mossberry stew that early. Alright, then we can rest here. We've got like a little material compendium, or materium over here. And that's about it. That's great. I'm glad we don't have like a huge amount of stuff to explore in this home. Just a nice simple bell home. Well, isn't that lovely? We don't have any new oil. We don't have any new relics, I don't think. We should go back to the conductor guy. We have psalm cylinders to give. I should do that. We also have food for the hunters, but that's quite a journey, isn't it? It sure is. I don't know that I want to run all the way up there right now. This is where the Great Yarnaby is. I think I can maybe even remove the marker now. It seems like we've done everything there is to do there. Although, we could end up with another specimen, but at least now... Well, we could end up with another specimen, or we could end up finding another one. What? No. Or we could end up becoming another one, rather. Who knows? In any case, I hope I remember where to go. I should actually write that down. Yarnaby. Where is Yarnaby in my notes? Yarnaby... Bring me a worthy specimen. Cured me of root illness. We got crest of witch. Wonderful. Now, what is this? Suspicious thing that I marked down. Oh no, didn't I already talk about that? Isn't that just that suspicious lore thing? I think it is. Suspicious lore thing in the bottom right corner of a room there. Don't know what this was. Probably a suspiciously empty room as usual. Have I got anything to do in Hunter's March? There was Gilly over here. I think this was, what? Chapel of the Beast? So this was Gilly. I don't know if Gilly's got anything new to say. I would like to go see Gilly again, just to see if anything's happening there. I think we bought everything from this vendor. Up here was a boss fight. Weave Nestatla, that's just where Eve is. I don't even know if we necessarily need a marker for it. I guess it can keep a marker. Just because it, you know, there is stuff to do there, even though we know the kind of thing that it is, and we, you know, we're not likely to forget that Eve exists there. This path to the left is suspicious, but I somehow doubt that it actually is anything. A Mount Fae. Yeah, we could do the courier quest, but do we want to do that right now? It's interesting. Like, in the areas of the map that we have explored, there's not that much left to do, or at least not much left to do that I know how to do. We've got the mist area here that I don't know how to explore, and we've got the area up here that I don't know how to make progress in, except of course that I could bring the hunters the meal. It would be just a bit weird if a side quest opened up, like if that were necessary to open up a new direction. It would feel a bit weird if a side quest were necessary for something like that. But who knows, it could still be, of course. And what's crazy is that, like, it's almost certain that we're still missing two massive things in the form of two special silk skills. Oh, and I have Rune Rage equipped right now. So rending runes upon one's enemies. I really haven't been using my silk skills lately, but I guess outside of boss... Yeah, actually, I've like rarely at all used them outside of boss fights. That's funny, maybe I should be using them more. Somehow it seems like... my brain has somehow gotten stuck in a mode where I'm like only using them in boss fights, and in regular exploration I try to use tools, if at all. Interesting. So yeah, you just kind of put explosions all over the place. Wait, who's humming? I'm hearing someone hum. Wait, it's Chakra! It's Chakra! Oh my goodness, it's Chakra! Chakra's in Bellplace, Bellheart. Chakra! My friend Chakra! I have your things equipped. Don't think of that I don't. Look. Ah, well, I was gonna toss, but pressing up made me talk to you. Pashanka, child with... Hey. We're back to that? You were calling me Hornet Wheeling Needle earlier. Prashanka, child-wielding needle, this heart home is cut free of its curse. Tell me, was it your blade that brought it saving? My shock would be great if another here managed the feat. I slew a tall creature above the town, a weaver I suspect, the one twisted in purpose. By voice and claw it aided, perhaps guided the thread that strung the town. Weaver, those vicious old things. To our young we tell the tales, but had thought them long dead, only corpses bound in spires. This one still lived, though if it was a weaver, it was broken in a savage way. Its own silk was bound, pinned deep within its shell. A cruel punishment I've not before witnessed. Even broken, my envy remains. A weaver's fabled skills. To meet one in combat means great challenge and great parade in victory. Oh, you want to fight me? I'm kind of a weaver, at least a descendant of them. Your master has been found, Chakra. Your task in these lands is finished. Will you now return to your tribe? I shall not return, Hornet-wielding needle. Oh, I'm Hornet-wielding needle now. I guess it's hard for you to get used to it. I cannot. To leave my tribes and nest plains, that journey has only one direction. Oh. This has always been our way, our long leaving, for those few who survive till age seeks to claim their shell, and those fewer who choose to send them on. But these lands far loom. My nest plains I once saw so grand, now they become small. A place for birth and growing, but a place too narrow to live a bug's life full. That's glad. I'm glad you seem not too sad about not being able to go back. No more items to trade? Well, perhaps we'll meet on the roads ahead. Hopefully... Hey, yeah, Chakra, do you think you could, like, explore in the direction of the mist, or, like, above here, so I could find a map? I would certainly like that. Okay. Well, cool things are happening in Belhart. And this door's open now. I was curious if we'd, like, lock the door as we left, but now we just close it. Unlike these doors, which are just open. But these are more shop-like places anyway. I guess this one isn't. Interesting that that door's open. You'd think they'd want to keep their relics safe. Okay, well, instead of just sitting around here and yapping all the time... I guess I could travel up to the Citadel. I would like to find the Green Prince again. I wonder what the deal with them is. They're still on a quest. We finished Chakra's thing, but not whatever the Green Prince is up to. Okay, so I think I will climb up to whatever the place is called. What is the place called? And now I'm being distracted by this gorgeous music. What is it called? Now I can only think of the first shrine as its name. After that, after Branko the Chatter called it that. Oh, hold on. I really wish to not take damage from you because I take double damage at the moment. I don't know why I did this to myself, but that's just kind of what my life's like now. It might motivate me to play better, to be quite honest. Having to be more careful like this. Yeah, if you didn't think the double damage Silksong deals on its own wasn't enough. Oh boy, you can just get more. But of course it's not without benefit, we also deal more damage. That might be a hindrance if we want to do a pogo somewhere, but in general, probably not. Wow, that was close. Who's singing here, hello? What's happening? Oh, this is the arena below us, right? Oh, you used to take 3 hits, I think. Yeah, you do die in 2 now. Hold on, because we did the Trobio stage. Have I actually, like, been in this stage down below there? We'll go sit on this bench and we'll go check it out. It seems like we should be able to easily connect to there. Well, actually, I don't need to sit on that upper bench. Surely this counts as one. It did save. Okay, I think this is an actual bench, even though... Is it marked on our map? I don't know if I trust this. Sherma! Sherma's here. Hello, Sherma. You found your way here safe and sound. Oh boy there, I was hoping we would meet here, Red Maiden. Rising at last to the heights of the Citadel and being amongst so many of my brothers and sisters, it is a blessing indeed. Yes, a blessing. Your voice belies some hesitation in that belief, little pilgrim. You have seen now the reality of this broken place. What do you make of it, truly? Do not judge me a doubter. The Citadel is a holy place indeed, resplendent and vast beyond my wildest hopes. But yet, the grand halls ache with silence, and I see suffering in the shadows wherever I peer too deeply. Holy crap, Sherma's like actually... not purely optimistic, not purely naive and optimistic anymore. Actually grasping a bit of reality. Fear and pain, why were these things allowed into our paradise? Have my brothers and sisters not yet earned their holy reward? This place is holy, yes, but I worry at the suffering of our fellow pilgrims. So many are exhausted. Your doubts and hurries will not heal them, little one. If you would aid your fellows, you can start by dressing their wounds. The simple rags found around the settlement will do for bandages. Oh, that's an excellent idea, Red Maiden. Normally I think a song would suffice, but yes, more direct action is certainly needed. And the Citadel itself shall provide the materials. Praise be to the holiest of holy places. Damn. Is Sherma losing their optimism more tragic than Sherma dying? No. This is better. Perhaps being oblivious isn't such a good thing after all. Ignorance is bliss and all, but perhaps it's better that Sherma realizes. how things are. Fear not, brothers and sisters. If we work hard and keep our faith, the Citadel will provide for us. I have no doubt. Alright, well, it might end up being me who will provide for you, but... Right, we have 2 whole quests here now, actually. Cloaks of the Choir, residents of Songclave. Our haunted brethren wandering the great halls still wear their fine white cloaks. This settlement could greatly benefit from their protection. Please fetch some for us. Alright, we'll fetch their cloaks. We might get to see the undressing of some corpses again, huh? Final audience. Second Sentinel. Attend this Sentinel's request. Hunter in red. Meet in Halls High, the chamber of its fellows. The way shall be marked. Oh, that's cool. Is that like, you know, the one Sentinel that we freed with the Clockwork Core? Is that related to this? It might be. Have I got rosaries to, like, buy stuff from you? Yeah, whatever. We'll come back. Sorry, Jubilana. Apparently, I just don't care too much about buying things from you. And I need to go check out who was singing. We will check that out. Because I didn't have the double jump when I was in that chamber last. Maybe that's something that will differ on this visit. Hold on, no, we're still above it. We need to go below. We must descend into the Whispering Vaults. Of course, we have also just accepted several quests, but hey, at least one of those quests might be partially done down here. The one where we collect cloaks. Oh! Yep, just hop right into me from the ceiling, why don't you? Who was singing? Okay, we're not in that room yet. Yeah, hello. Do I know who this is? Oh, no, we could go speak to the conductor also. Yeah, we've done an arena here, but... Oh, I guess this is a new one. I thought we did an arena like this. But I guess we can do it again, or this might be a fancier one. Now, of course, we do take double damage currently, so that's gonna be interesting. Whoops. Let's see how we manage. Whoops. Wow. Whoops. Dang it. You are quite weak to this whole double damage thing. Ooh, new entry. Vaultborn. In entering their domain, I freed these bugs to infest the greater vaults. They are a nuisance, and I have only myself to blame. Yeah, that was an interesting thing in the Citadel. Like, you go to a certain area, and then enemies who didn't show up before now start showing up. Uh-oh, you're a bit scary. Hopefully we don't... Whoops. Hopefully you don't get the enemy that, like, starts stealing my silk here. That might be a bit scary. Okay. I could, of course, throw my searing weapon at you. There's no way this is it for the fight. I didn't even need to be particularly careful about not taking double damage. Huh, okay, so we got to do this arena again. I swear we've done this already, with like a slightly different fight maybe. Oh, and this box. Did we push it to the left? Do we want to push it to the right? I'm not sure. In any case, this room is suspicious in general. We didn't get a reward for doing this fight, it seems to me. Okay. Well, we'll run back there. Or back there. Back where? Where am I running back to? I don't know. Back to a bench in Songclave, I think. Oh, hello. Where did I descend down from? I don't think it was this room. Well, I guess it could have been. I don't remember running past this enemy is all. But that's fine. We can get up through here. Okay, you can descend from this left part, but maybe you can't ascend. Or maybe I just didn't see the entrance. Alright. So, sit on the bench. And now, where's that quest that we got summoned to? The way will be marked, you say? Isn't that what you said? Final audience. Track the second sentinel by their markers left near Songclave. Right, so it's not a marker on the map. It's a tracking quest as usual. Near Songclave. Aha, here we are. Let's see. Oh, hello. You're not the second sentinel or the first. You're just some random guy. Although you might have a cloak for me. A white cloak. Whatever. We'll deal with that later. Uh-huh. Oh! It's the silk eating enemy. Watch out. Don't let them drain all your silk. Otherwise you might not be able to heal. Okay. We are not about to climb up to Lace's fight. Green Prince? What are you doing here? You, so it is done. My wish granted before I ever arrived. What wish? The bronze pair that danced this chamber. It is clear, Tallbog, how closely they mimicked your shell. Was it you who provided their inspiration? Not I, warrior. For this place, my heart holds only loathing. The dancers, they were the last free act of my partner. Always hopeful, always naive. His whole he gave, in desperate trait to see our own caves left safe. His shell and soul became the mold. So long I dared not visit, even as our lands fell to thread and ruin. Instead I wasted, a coward caged, too weak to witnesses, grace bound in parody so cruel. Take some solace, Tallbug. His soul is now free from that shell of iron, and the fate that befell your lands, the citadel too has been claimed full by it. Aye, slim consolation, warrior, now that everything I loved is lost. Hold on, can I get a recap? Like, can I read that dialogue again? So these weren't inspired by your partner, but they were made by them, or what? They were made of them? Like, their soul was bound up in them? I want to read that dialogue again because I didn't fully comprehend, I think. Bit of a song. Warble your throat for me again. Our gaze is one. Together we ruled. Okay. Yeah, it was kind of sad defeating the Cogwork Dancers, to be honest. But apparently it wasn't quite like, you know, you would have found them and lived happily ever after. It seemed like they were a mockery of what your partner or friend represented. You just wish to see it even in that form again. Who knows? Anyway, let me carry on with my tracking quest, shall we? Let's go find that sentinel. Yeah, I don't know that that barb thing that I have on is actually a good idea, but I'm so curious to see how well I manage with it. So far, not terribly well. Okay, we climb up here. We should be near a bench, shouldn't we? Yes, we should. And yes, we are. I shall go sit on it then. And the tracking point should allow me to continue right through here. There was a simple key room to our left. Okay, it's not leading me there. And of course, we've already opened that room anyway. Oh, was this a suspicious empty room at some point, perhaps? Hello. I am here, Gilded One. Hello? I had thought I was answering your summons as a friend, or at least an ally, but now that we stand together in this place, I can sense your intent. You mean to raise your blades against me? Am I your enemy then? The defense of the sacred citadel, and the voices that fill it, is the eternal duty of the sentinels. Yeah, I've kind of been defending the voices that fill the citadel. Well, okay. If the voices that fill the citadel, you mean like the rulers at the top, then no. But the inhabitants, the pilgrims, I've been defending them. Termination is the necessary fate of all those enthralled by the Whispering Silk. But I'm not enthralled? What? I've not been overcome. You believe me haunted, a slave to the pale threads? I think you are more perceptive than that. My silk is my own, as is my will. Unsure is the sentinel, but both haunted and innocent you seem. With regret, the sentinel must test the strength of your will. Alright, we can do that. Don't mind if I do. Oh, sorry, probably shouldn't have started this so fast. Oh, starting a fight, you know, having to learn a new fight while we take double damage is certainly going to be interesting. And I might change my mind about having this on. But currently I'm curious. Currently I am certainly curious. Although, honestly, maybe I don't want to deal this much damage, because, like, what if the fight just ends too fast? I don't know, I'll probably just die. Oop! Oop! I just dashed into it. Yeah, hold on, we maybe don't want this on. Both because, well, taking double damage is quite brutal, but I knew that when I put it on, but also, in case I do manage to avoid things, the fight might end too fast. We want to kind of enjoy the fight a bit, you know? We want to enjoy the fight. And, have it last a bit longer, especially now that our needle's been upgraded so many times. Hold on, give me my silk, thank you. Alright, now let's try to fight properly. Honestly, I think just the fact that I have a double damage thing on might make me too nervous. So we want that off just for that reason. Okay, you do that flurry move. If I got hit by that, that would be double damage even without my funny charm on. Whoops. Toss the thing at you. Whoops. Nope, I've missed. Whoops. And I've been hit by a funny attack of yours. Let's heal. Not that we, like, desperately needed to. But I did anyway. Again, I could be throwing tools at you. I could be using, like, my electroshock thing. And I could be using my silk binding skill. I could be doing lots of things, but I'm not. Ooh! Whoops. I didn't realize it'd do 3 hits there. Whatever. Dude, we have so much health, it's kind of silly. I can behave so recklessly in these fights. I really... Whoops. Well... I say that and then I die, but the issue is that, like... I should have died from those first 5 hits. We need these enemies to be dealing double damage or more. We're kind of just blundering through these fights. Again, we didn't, like, actually win the fight, of course. Probably not even close. But still. Just feels so cheap being able to take so many hits recklessly. Oh! That's a flurry. I should have jumped. Because I know how that works. Oh! Good thing I dodged that. Whoops. I didn't dodge that. Yeah, we need to be in the air more. That's kind of the answer to lots of fights in Silksong, to be honest. Whoops! That parry could have worked better. Oh, watch out. It's a pretty easy to avoid X shape on that attack. Oh, dang it. Alright, you do a funny spinny move up into the skies. Whoa, watch out for that. Okay, you're staggered. We will heal. We will use that opportunity. Whatever, I'll throw one tool at you. Never mind, it missed. Oh. Oh, I parried that too. It's just crazy. Parrying is so much easier in Silksong. They really increased that window, and also it feels like increased the amount of attacks that you can parry. Oh, I didn't realize you were doing that. I need to avoid that spin move, because that's obviously a double damage move. Or, well, 2-hit move, rather. At least 2 hit. Let's heal here. That's not gonna hit me, even though it does reach quite far across the screen. It doesn't reach very far, you know? Whoops. It doesn't reach all the way across, it seems to me. Ah, nice parry attempt. Dang it. Of course it fell right onto me. Whoops. Ugh. I think that might even be a 3 damage swing that you do up there. Okay, you're staggered again. I will heal. We're not doing great on health, to be honest. Which is, again, why I'm saying that me having this much health is a problem. Because after taking this much damage, there's no way I should still be alive, perhaps. I guess that is the reason you get health upgrades. But I always feel like I'm cheating when I have them. Alright, let's heal. Whoops. I pressed all kinds of buttons and none of them were even slightly correct. Uh-huh. Ooh, stay away. Uh-huh. Do a bit of a pogo. We want to get... Yeah, there we go. We want to get a silk for binding. Let's throw a chakra ring at you. Oh, they also keep bouncing around. And you're dead. Well, that was fairly easy. Yeah, let's phase 2. Don't die. Like, surely we just beat you up a bit, and you now realize that we are strong? By the purity of your will, the clarity of your intent, you are innocent of the silken curse. Failed has the sentinel. Your judgment will it accept. Is this truly failure, Gilded One? You meant to test me and have done so. I would expect nothing less of a true guardian. The matter is resolved. There is no need for death. Stand and let us part as friends. I really like how these are like separate shear blades and then you connect them and then they look like actual shears. That was awesome. I'm glad. Just a little friendly fight. It was awesome. Accept a token of the Sentinel's order. As friends, let us part. Also, I like fixed you up and all. Like, would someone who's been taken over by the haunting, would someone do that? I guess they might not believe that. But yeah, we fixed you up with the clockwork heart. Or clockwork heart. What did I get? A token. Wait, what? Last judgment. We got like a token of Sentinel stuff. Where did it go? None of these menu entries were highlighted. Oh no, this is it. Is it? Yeah, hold on, I'm just stupid. Ornate artifact of the Citadel. Able to hold a bind's worth of silk. Used when healing is needed and one's natural resources run low. The reserve bind will be restored when resting at a bench. Okay, so it's a one-time use between bench rests. It will store like spare silk, and then you can use it once. That's very neat. What sort of... I don't think it's something that can go in that extra slot that we got, right? It's not a utility one. It's some other color. Yeah, it is blue. Okay, what do we have here? Speed of binding. Speed of binding is nice. An extra bind would also be nice. What do we have here? What is this? Speed of silk regeneration. I don't know. Do we care too much about that? Actually, without this, didn't we figure out that like our... Dang, I can't spend my silk right now. But didn't we figure out that we don't actually get all 3 of these? Like, this also adds an extra 3rd slot to us. It's not just the silk hearts. I'm not sure. I could be wrong about that. In any case, do we put this back on or do we put you back on? I think we put you back on. We don't need a reserve bind. Well, I mean, it might be useful, but it's fine. I'm very stubborn about, like, keeping my loadout that I just get used to at the start of the game. What do I want to put on there? Maybe we do put on the silk speed anklets and we just run around a bit faster. Oh my god, I'm fast. This does, of course, consume silk, but we might be fine with that. I think we'll try to be a bit of a schmoovy hornet for a while. So, what's this? What was this? Did we need craft metal there? I think we did. I think that's where we needed craft metal. I don't know what these markers are all about. I think these were blocked off doors that I still don't know how to open. Cool. So we've done this quest. We can complete Brute Feast. We could collect Clicks of the Choir. I could also end stream. I'm kind of getting tired, but it's not like late at all in the day. It's like 2 p.m. So I could keep on going for a while longer. And I'm trying to figure out if I should. I would certainly like to make lots of progress in Silksong. Do I go... I could do the hunting quest and then go to Songclave and then try to see if I can figure out a connection to that new area there. Like, that's what I really want to do. I want to explore those new areas, but I've been there several times now. Oh, look at that! My silk speed stuff gives like an extra effect behind me. Almost thought it looked like electricity for a moment. And look, it even gets reflected. I wonder how they did this reflection. Because obviously this isn't like a... This isn't a ray-traced game. It's not like it's a real, actual light rays bouncing off of things reflection. this must be like a fully fake reflection, right? It's just, you know, copying the objects that are above it and showing them down below. I wonder, does that waterfall reflect? I can't even tell. It could be that the waterfall is just passing through the platform. Like you can see it. I'm not sure. In any case, so far the reflection seems quite nice. Although, are the particles reflected? I don't think so, but also I'm not sure that any of them are in a good spot to be reflected at the moment. Whatever, it doesn't matter. The reflections look good. We will now be going... Where? We could try the delivery quest, but I don't really feel like it. We can fight... let's see. If these big enemies, if they drop the cloaks, they don't seem very cloaked. But if they are... First of all, you haven't dropped a cloak for me. And also, I don't know that I like this attack very much. It takes very long to bind, and then you're not even guaranteed to hit any enemies. So I don't know that I'm a huge fan of that. Have we got any cloaked fellas around here? Anyone with a cloak? Not you. We could maybe make a cloak out of you, but you're not currently cloaked yourself. Ah, you have a cloak for sure, though. Right? Yes, you do. And you? Okay, so pilgrims like you we can get cloaks off of. That's good. And we don't need too many of them. Yeah, look. Cloak gone. Right, more of you. I wonder if we have a bench near here, or maybe if some of you just respawn on your own. When I just leave the screen and re-enter. I feel like those tiny ones might very well do that. Oh, you are not cloaked. That means I do not care for you. Okay, there's a bench quite close here, but it might not be the best for grinding. Small enemies, do you respawn? They don't. Okay. That's fine. We could also simply just run around this area. I'm sure we'll find more. I don't know why I'm going all the way up, but I just wanted to go down this left path. For no particular reason. Aha, you have a cloak. Oh! Now I know why I wanted to come here. I mean, I didn't do it intentionally, but this has choral chambers music. So of course we want to be hanging around in this room. Where did your... Don't tell me you fell into spikes. Okay, at least you didn't. And that other one doesn't seem to have dropped a choir cloak. Here's the fun pogo section. I see no more cloaked... Ah, there we go. I see a cloaked enemy now. That's for sure. Whoops. Oh no, we want to make sure you don't fall into spikes. Could you follow me to the left, please? Yes, just like that. And drop a cloak. Please don't tell me there are spikes down here. There aren't. That's good. Whoops. Whatever. I'll bind up here. Crazy that you can fly. You seem like a creature that probably shouldn't be able to. But there you go. Somehow your tiny wings carry your body. Oh, and we are near a bench now. So if these enemies aren't enough, we can sit at the bench at the spa. Yeah, we really just have too much health now. We can take so much damage that most of the time when fighting regular enemies, we don't have to care about it. Oh well, I guess that's okay. How many more do we need? Okay, we're about halfway through. Slightly more. Goodness, I love the choral chambers music. I can't. Whenever I'm in any of these rooms, that's all I can really think of. Is how good the music is. It's crazy. Okay, I will just go sit on the bench and we'll grind this room. This seems like the best room to be getting these cloaks in. Hello. Let's run to the bench. It shouldn't be far away. I still wonder what the point of these showers is. Like, have I missed something, or are these just for fun? I've left them on for a while now. Like, have they built anything up here? No. Eyebrow guy is sitting in here. Okay, well, we shall leave them be then. Might be that they'll turn out to be useful later. More likely... It's more likely that they won't, though. Did you die in the spikes? I think you might have done. Yeah, okay, that's not good. Can you follow me here? At least you won't be dying on spikes. It's quite interesting that the cloak, like the large cloak from one of these large guys, counts as much as a small cloak from one of these small guys. Not that I mind, of course. It's just interesting. I guess the pilgrims that we're getting these for also have different sizes. So, a cloak is a cloak. There might be a small cloak for a small pilgrim. I don't know. Whatever. It doesn't actually make any sense. They could just cut up a big one if they needed to. So I think the big one would be realistically better, even if you only have small pilgrims who need small cloaks. Hold on. Don't go to the right. I need you on the left side. You will fall in the spikes if you're on the right side. Just be a bit careful. Make sure you don't die in the wrong location. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Where are you falling exactly? That's a crazy bounce journey that you took all the way down here. That's pretty cool, actually. Lots of interactivity with the environment in Silksong. Oh, no, you're gonna... You fool. Fine, I'll read your entry. Once one of Farloom's favorite bugs, and yet their domain and their shells would have been the first to fall to the haunting. Indeed. Choir Pouncer is what you're called. You do indeed do that. You do seem to be part of a choir, and you do pounce. Alright, let's find some more choir members. Although, it somehow seems to me that you don't drop your cloak. Or at least you didn't previously. Maybe it's because you fell into spikes somehow. But yeah, no, you are not a member of the choir and you do not drop a white cloak for us. That's fine. We'll go and defeat this upper one. Nope, stay here. You're about to fly above spikes, or you are currently flying above spikes even. And don't fall off screen either. Ah, thank you. I don't know if they can fall off screen, but seemed like something that might be risky. Hold on, how much do we need? We need one more. Okay, we can just get that. Whoops, we can just get that in this room. Over here to the right, and that is also... Oh, well, yeah. Right and down. And that is also on our way right back to where we need to deliver the cloaks. Yes, you should work just fine for our cloak gathering purposes. Hello. We'll need one of your cloaks. Doesn't matter which one. Maximum health. Absolutely. Wish updated. Let's go back to the town then. And I think we get a bunch of rosaries for this, don't we? I think that's the reward. Oh, hello. Maybe I should heal. Oh, I love the way you just scatter across. Wait, isn't that... We got a tool from around, like, the Citadel. Not quite near here, I think, but... below, from the architect person. We got a tool that allows us to scurry about like that. And I guess that's... inspired after you. Wait a second, that's the second sentinel. I must aid you in your battle, otherwise you might die. Oh, and you're using that same attack that you used against me, that's also cool. Ah, watch out. Look at you go. I, of course, love entering this fight with 2 HP. Hello. Ah, goodbye. Are you just gonna be around? Like, doing this forever? Or will we have a set amount of these encounters and then another big event will happen? Who knows? We shall find out eventually, I suppose. Sherma's gone. Uh-oh. Hopefully not forever. We deposited the choir cloak on. We have a new quest here. Because we completed the sentinel. We even have 2 new quests. Heavy rosary necklace. What do we have here? Strengthening Songclave. Caretaker of Songclave. How do all of these wretched lost bugs keep finding their way here? Each hungry and squalling for shelter. We need more rosaries, so empty your pockets. And balm for the wounded. Sherma of Songclave. For the sake of our ailing brothers and sisters, I will descend into the holy white ward. Sherma, please. My goodness, why are you going there? And search for healing supplies. If you are able, please join me. Company will make the work much merrier. I don't think there's going to be much merriment. Choreography or merriment in White Ward. Yeah, I'll pay some rosaries for this. Jubilan is just sitting here seeing me dump a bunch of rosaries into the welfare of the town and is like, ah, come on, buy my items. I see you have the rosaries. No, Jubilana, no. I will not be buying items for selfish purposes. Because I wouldn't use them anyway. All your work and look, they keep arriving. It's bugs aplenty up here now. Hapless, weak, but alive they are. More scarce than weak, they seem to me. It is heartening knowing these few have survived safe for your care. That's your work, Bellringer, not mine. Ringing and helping. I hope they recognize your efforts, cause I ain't providing much, and I ain't one for fighting if that choir and their pins ever come calling. Indeed. Hopefully they don't. Sherma in... No, Sherma's in White Ward. Well, we're gonna have to go help Sherma. None of the quests so far have been time sensitive, but hoo boy, if this is the single quest that is, whew, we're gonna hurry down there. Although, on the way back, I guess I could I could go visit our friend over here, couldn't I? Whatever their name is, conductor person. We'll give them our psalms. Hello.
Gert, what has she brought it? What has she brought it? What?
Should that be in?
More treasures waiting on a keeper's inside, yes. The sacred cylinders of our holy citadel, pass them, give them, now, she must.
I will. She will. Give Psalm Cylinder.
Yes, a fair gift we respond. This vault keeper shall glean what knowledge a great mind can.
Right, your vault keeper, Cardinius, not conductor. The conductor was more special, I think. Alright, what did these tell us then? Guide, track for the choir with a theme of ascendance. Sermon of service delivered by an ordained vault keeper to acolytes in training. Well, let's play the first one. Wrong button. like the way it crackles. I think that's, like, I'm pretty sure that's how a real gramophone sounds, or like a real vinyl player. Is it? To an extent? I'm not sure. I think it might be looping. Okay, let's listen to this one. What? Actual vocals on it. Oh, it is a sermon of service, right? I don't know how they managed to record vocals onto this. Because like that previous one, sure, that sounds like it could be in a cylinder like this, like one with metal pins above it, and you rotate it and it plays a song. But how do you, like, this isn't like an analog thing to an extent. Like, it's usually got discrete pins that like clink on things, right? So how does this play vocals? How is that recorded here? I don't know. You can see some sort of curved grooves on there, but it doesn't seem like you could possibly record vocals on there, or anything as dynamic as this thing. Alright, well, cool. Goodbye, Vault Keeper Cardinus. I imagine we've got plenty more cylinders to... Oh, what, you can hear it from outside? That's cool. That's very cool. Okay, we are just gonna rush to wherever Whiteward is, which I believe I remember. Whoo! Stay away. I think it should be to the left. Like below Trobio? Yes. Right? Isn't this Whiteward? No, it's even farther to the left. Got it. Though we could connect to there from here. And maybe even see what this was. This might have needed double jump. Yeah, so maybe we go down to the stage and then go down to the cauldron from there. We won't explore all of the cauldron, but we can pass by it on our way to Whiteward and we'll see if we can do the double jump thing. It might be an okay spot for a bench anyway. Wait, how do I... Have I entered a wrong room by chance? I have. Whoops, that's my bad. We need to go right first. Ouch. Right, bit of a silly move to jump into spikes. But we're allowed a couple of silly moves every now and then, especially with the crazy amount of health that we have. Like, it's ridiculous. We don't need to watch out at all. We're getting careless and sloppy. Okay, here's Trobio's little... Wow, watch out, Trobio's gonna enter the stage thing. Or Throbio, as we called him earlier by accident. Whoopsie daisy. We should be able to enter left from here, shouldn't we? Somewhere? Aren't I wrong? We had a... What? Aren't I right? Whatever. We had a tunnel. And of course that thing up there was suspicious. Like, what's that all about? I don't know. Where's the tunnel? I could have sworn we had a tunnel. We've been below this, right? Yes. Right. So we run here, and then... Whiteward and the cauldron. Okay, the connection there is basically the same location anyway. Whoops. Of course I landed right on you. And you're one of the, like, jailer-like people. I do wonder if we can get captured down here. Hold on. Let's go and sit on the bench, which should be somewhere around here. Also, can I buy anything from here, or do I still need one craft medal for it? Master, I have communed with the shrine above. Your learnings are unique. Techniques born of cogwork hearts. Their mastery will require some commitment on my part. Yeah, the like whole shredding thing. Whew, it would be tricky to play through the whole game with that, I'll say. Bugred, you are the first organic shell to fuse our memories. Such behavior, my line would have believed improbable impossible. Oh, I forgot I love the way you speak. Still, your broad arsenal did suggest strong affinity with the mechanical craft, enough to allow access to our thought store. Yours is an impressive skill, Master. I am grateful for the insight. Cogwork wheel, right, we still haven't got the craft medal for it. And we don't want the shot bundle. Shot bundle, that's quite a different thing. What's this, Bugred? Even down here, I detect it's working. Have you climbed our core and woken the voices of my line? I have, Maker. Clearly, it was a climb never intended for regular bugs, and fair fortune that the skills gifted within your lands allowed my ascent. The melody and the voices, both are fine things heard and witnessed. Even in this fading moment, their artistry shines through. Impressive, industrious, eternal. You have seen a glimpse, Bugred, of us how once we were. The minds of architects inspired. What majesty we did create. More dialogue? Can I just talk to you? No, it's always the shop prompt. Alright, there we go. I think we've exhausted that for now. Alright, where's the bench? Also, my stomach is rumbling. I think I'm hungry. Let's go... Like, what is this? We've been up here. Like, we were up here. Top left, we were. That's where we use the key, I think. The architect's key or something like that. And then Whiteward is up above, isn't it? No. This is a different suspicious room. What was the thing that's blocked off? Is that this? Yes. And is this the way to Whiteward? Like, can I not get to Whiteward from here? Because we came down to here from Whiteward. I feel like I must be missing something here. But I guess it's not necessarily the case. Like, how did I get here? I came from up above, I swear. But then I can't go back? I guess so. In that case, this was a bit of a silly detour. If I ran left and up, would that be faster to get back to Coral Chambers? No. I think it's still best for me to go right and up and then just back the way I came. I think so. I don't know. I feel like there must be a way for me to already open this entrance here and I'm just missing something. I'm just being silly. Silly and blind. As is the norm here. We go to the elevator and we go up. Yeah, I don't know. Like, obviously that connection is not going to stay closed forever. The only real question is, can I open it already or do I need to come back later? Currently I'm leaving and coming back later, but I don't know if that is needed. It might be that I already have everything that you need to open it and I'm just not able to find it. Alright. That's fine. It's not like it's a long journey back to where we were. We'll run to the left of Trabio. And then into Whiteward. I think it's slightly lower though. This path? Probably. This seems about right to me. Who am I hearing? Hello? Oh, it's a snitch bug. Oh, several snitch bugs. Hold on, let's do a bit of a funny bind move. What? You interrupted my bind? That's crazy. Oh, my rosaries! You won't believe the quests I did to get those. Stop. Hold on. Hold on a minute. Hold on just a minute. What if I seared you with electricity, huh? Damn, that didn't even hit you. I'm gonna die to some snitch bugs! Hang on a minute. What am I even doing? I'm not paying attention to my health at all. I almost dashed into the spikes. Well, that's a bit silly. Almost getting owned by some snitch bugs. This is what happens when you get too reckless with the amount of health that you have. Also, this is not the correct direction. It was above. Whoops, foolish me. I think I should probably go sit on this bench that's below. Let's go do that. Let's go do that. There's no harm in being a bit scared, a bit careful. And taking care to sit on a bench. Now, we need to get to Sherma. Again, so far none of the quests have been time dependent, time sensitive as far as I can tell. But if, well, this would be just the funniest quest to make it be the first one that's time dependent, where if you don't do it fast enough, you're just kind of screwed and Sherma dies. Because Hollow Knight had several things where you either take one path or another, and then depending on what you did, things will be different. You can rescue Zote or not rescue Zote. You can choose to banish the Grim Troop or not. And I haven't found anything in Silksong yet that I know to function like that. But that doesn't mean that there isn't one. There very well could be. Hello. Oh, we get a bench right here. That's nice. Did you sing to us properly? If I drop down here, will that be bad? Oh, here's the passage that I was thinking of. Okay, well, we already have a good bench. So let's explore around for Sherma, shall we? No Sherma in sight. Oh, the background music is interesting here. I mean, it's barely music, it's just kind of building ambience, but that can sometimes be the purpose of music. Hello? Who am I hearing here? You're not Sherma, are you? No, you're just a weird little surgeon enemy, I remember. Or, well, perhaps a surgery victim enemy? I don't know. I would rather not take this much damage from random enemies, though. That was very silly on my part. That is certainly one of the creepier enemies we've fought, though. Hold on, isn't there a path down? The map's telling me that there is. I feel like I must have taken that path. Okay, whatever. We can go around the actual elevator. Oh, it's probably through here, then? Who knows? Whatever. We'll take this path. We have a way down. Although, is the elevator blocking me down below? Oh, it sure is. Oh boy, is it. Well, that's fine. We can call it up. We have the ability to summon an elevator. And why not? We'll rest on the bench. That probably respawned that other guy. Can I get squished by this? I shouldn't try because it would probably just send the elevator back down. Oh, and you can't get squished anyway. Right, I remember we've climbed on that roof before. You just can't go to the right. Maybe if you stood on that exact corner, you'd get squished. But certainly not in most locations up above there. Can I send you back up? Because, like, there's clearly something below you. Oh, come on. Oh, no, I'm trapped again. Stop, turn around. Thank you. At least you can turn it around as it starts moving. Yeah, have I been down there? Just in case, I will add a marker for this. I don't remember if I have checked it. It's almost like I should even add markers for things that I have checked, so that I know I don't need to worry about them anymore. Okay, Sherma. Sherma, where are you? Sherma? You did say you were going to Whiteward, right? And I accepted the quest, I think so. What is this? An ornate lock mechanism with a keyhole at its center. Have we done this? We must have done, right? Did I write it down that I used it here? Ornate. Needs ornate key. Whiteward below coral chamber. Did I do this already? Bottom right area of deep docks. Okay, maybe we don't have the ornate key. We entered this place with like a fancy surgical key, I think, but maybe that's a different key. Or maybe we already activated this and did a fight here. I'm not sure. In any case. Marker. And I guess the other ornate key thing would be then this room here. I think so. Cool. I do think that that room down here in deep docks, maybe that's the second place where we get another like major silk skill. It just seems like the vibes of that room are similar to the one that we found in the slab. That's what I will say. And it's like in an entirely different section of the map, so it would make sense that you spread the significant abilities out like that. Okay, we can't quite enter that room. We saw that from the other side though, that's right. Where on earth is Sherma? Sherma? I'm trying to meet up with you here. You're not dead already, are you? Sherma? Okay, this allows us to drop down. Oh wow, what an entrance. What did I just drop through? Because this platform, like this gate that seems to be blocking us now, I don't think that like opened. We just kind of slid sideways through it. And like, what have you done with Sherma? That's the entire reason I'm here. Is to figure out what we can do with Sherma. Is Sherma inside that locked door? No, why would Sherma have locked it behind them? Unless it locked on its own? I don't know. I do not know. Right, hold on. Is this is still part of Whiteward? Hold on. All hope is not yet lost. Sherma may be here or elsewhere. Hold on, I checked this room, but I didn't check straight down. Yeah, through this path. Sherma. Oh, what is this? Track Sherma. Got it. Can I open this path to the left? Maybe. Who knows? We're gonna track Sherma though. Oh, what a nice hearth. I think I remember the. Oh, hello. You're not Sherma. You're a weird kind of non-Sherma bug. Get electrocuted, idiot. Wonderful. Alright, I have Gathering Swarm, or a Magnetite Bush rather. It can pick up rosaries for me, though it can't pick up shell shards. Okay, you are also not Sherma. I don't know if you've noticed, you are not a cute little singing bug who's trying to just help people. I do have to say, Sherma, like, becoming less naive, but then becoming a healer is like the perfect outcome, I think. Because like it makes so much sense that Sherma would be a healer. Doesn't she just have like complete healer vibes? Of course Sherma's gonna be like a nurse doctor person. And not a creepy kind like these surgeon enemies. Alright, well. Let's go. These enemies drop a lot of money actually. I guess that's what you get for Whiteward being so spooky. Hold on, where's Sherma headed to? Where's that tracking thing? Hello? Did I activate it? I think I did. I'm just not seeing it being active right now. Okay, I must have gotten something from here already. And Sherma then is to the right. The thing is, even if I, like, disable the track, if there's only one way to go, I should stumble upon either another marker or Sherma themselves. Oh! Oh! Right, that's that wall. That pogo kind of scared me. Or not pogo, that bonk on the wall. Okay, I could climb up here. No. Sherma, am I still on your tracks or not? I might need to go back. We are still technically in Whiteward. I'm a bit surprised that we haven't found another Sherma track. Have we been here? Uh-oh, I'm being trapped. And you deal double damage, don't you? Well, you almost certainly, deal 2 hits of damage at the very least. Oh, hello. Yeah, I remember actually being trapped in this exact same situation. I remember it well. There we go. Ooh, Hornet comment. Giant Grape Mite. Few creatures of that silk-stricken place would find nourishment enough to grow so large. I see. Alright, let's heal again. If I drop down through here... Whoops. I really thought the passageway would end at some point, but no. But then... Okay, we are above here. We are back in the Underworks. Why wasn't this path open? Like, is this really just a one-way path? If so, I don't know that I want to trap myself in here again. Like, couldn't you keep these open? I don't know. But Sherma's... Okay, this does open from this side. I don't know about you, because you were certainly closed on the other end. Like, Sherma's not going to be down here, right? Oh, you are not telling me that I'm stuck down here? I don't care. Whatever. We're benchwarping out. Perhaps, I don't know, maybe I'm meant to be stuck down there and it's meant to guide me to find Sherma, but hold on. I want to reactivate the track, because we didn't see the track in a while. If the track had led me down here, I'd be fine with being down there, but the track didn't do that. Whoops. Don't bonk on that. Interesting that you bonk on that and you don't automatically clamber up it like you do with a lot of the other ones. Oh, hold on. Activate the track. We've got these enemies that give us a lot of money. They're going to show up here again. Hold on. Where's the Sherma track? Okay. It's right there. Just make sure we don't lose it this time. Okay. Activate another. Uh-huh. And I should try to remember that these enemies down here are quite helpful. Okay, what? Sherma goes this way. Enter. Oh, what? This is an enterable doorway? That's crazy. Okay. Good thing I came back then and didn't decide to go back to the architect place. Sherma, what are you doing here? Oh my god. Oh my god, Sherma. She's crying, or they're crying. They're like scared tinks of the bell. This is heartbreaking. Hello, Sherma. I'm here now. Ho hoi, Red Maiden. Have no fear. 'Tis only I, Sherma. Yeah, what on earth were you thinking coming into Whiteward? I found healing supplies, but then the way back collapsed, and I heard moaning from the dark. Oh, how thankful I am to see you. Uh-oh. Sherma, hide. Hold your gratitude, little one. The dead are stirring. Listen to the music. I need to not fail. Sherma will die otherwise, maybe. I don't know. Oh, I wish I had a better silk skill on that right now, actually. No, don't explode Sherma. It is very cool how that electricity ability, like, kind of... Oh, my goodness. Wraps around water. This is a new enemy. Surgeon. Cruel physician of Whiteward, responsible for operations and modifications on the Citadel's bugs. Well... Oh, you will not be modifying Sherma, let me tell you that much. Okay, you're just one of those. We can deal with you pretty easily. I should heal, though. You're not fighting Sherma, are you? Sherma, can you, like, hide behind that counter? I don't like you just being out here. All exposed. Okay, we can do a silk skill. Maybe some of them will get hit by the explosions. They did. And Sherma doesn't get damaged by them. That's good. Hello. We've got more surgeons around. You know what? I can do a funny area of effect attack too. How do you feel about that? Oh, you don't care. Got it. Well, I have a strong needle. You're dead. Surgeon. Their procedures with silk may have prolonged life within the Citadel, but they unknowingly gifted many minds to the monarch. Right. So yeah, they weren't serving the haunting, but because of their operations, they like kind of ended up helping the haunting anyway. All right, Sherma. Sherma? Is there more danger? Oh, no. Hello. Oh, Red Maiden, sorry to have lured you into such danger. And those poor bugs, bewitched by the thread. No sin could possibly warrant such a fate. Your pity is not misplaced, but better suited for another time. For now, you should look to your own care. Ah, yes, I should get these healing supplies back to the pilgrim settlement above. My brothers and sisters have waited long enough. Sherma, you're not going back on your own. Please, Hornet, just like piggyback ride for Sherma. I don't know. We're carrying Sherma back. Balm for the wounded. Wish granted. No, Sherma, you're not safe, Fred. We will bring you back. Can you safely make your way back to the settlement, little one? I could escort you if need be. Oh no, I'll lay no more of my troubles upon you, Red Maiden. With the way cleared, I can return under my own guidance. No, you can't. I will bring you, please. After all, what's another pilgrimage, eh? Haha. Oh, and I have something for you as well. I found it buried amongst the broken relics down here in the darkness, glowing with a pale light. Is this a new pale oil? I think so. 'Tis an odd-looking thing, not exactly holy-seeming, but I would be honored if you accepted it all the same. I think this is new pale oil. No, never mind. It's a spool fragment. That's fine. Well, thank you very much. Our spool meter is almost twice as long now as it was when we started. Not quite, but close enough, I think. I imagine when it is twice as long, then that'll be, like, we will have gotten all the spool fragments. So we might have, what, like 2 more spool fragments to find? I'll bring the healing supplies to the settlement with all haste, Red Maiden. Fear not on my behalf. My fellow pilgrims are all praying for me, and thereby no harm will befall me. I don't think I can possibly ever not fear you, Sherma, but fear for you, Sherma, but, well. No, the song. The wavering song. How did it escape the Citadel's sight? Am I not holy enough? The silk, all for the silk. All this suffering. Sherma. This place hidden from holy light. And the sobbing song. Sherma, you precious, precious thing. Get out of Whiteward immediately. My goodness, like, you know, you see Sherma's going to Whiteward. And of course you realize that that's no place for Sherma to be. And she's not gonna like it here. Or he? I think it's a he, actually. I'm not sure. Whatever. Sherma's in here. And you want to get them out. Precious Sherma, you want to rescue them. They're obviously not gonna enjoy it here. But the fact that you show up and they're just sobbing here. Oh my goodness. And like tinking their bells together, still trying to hold on to their faith that will protect them. Poor Sherma. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Sherma, we are... I think I might end stream soon, but we are going back to the settlement. Sherma, you better have made it back there. I will destroy this entire settlement facility thing. Whiteward will be wiped off of the map, if anything, if you haven't made it back. Vaults. Okay, we run right and then we go up. Except, yeah, above us are only the doors that we don't know how to unlock anyway. Whatever, that's, I guess, an acceptable way to make it across that gap, I don't know. Ooh, nice little accidental dodge with the pogo there. Can I go straight up? I should be able to, unless that vertical path has been blocked off by the horizontal tunnel. Oh, hello. Yeah, we have so much health that we really, most of the time, don't need to worry about taking damage. Unless we, you know, have been doing that for a while and then encountered 2 snitch bugs, apparently. That was pretty ridiculous. Okay, the tunnel has not been blocked off, but also, in this one instance, we do have levers to swap it again. We still won't be able to access the horizontal path from the vertical path and vice versa. But, if we are trying to take the vertical path, then we can make it unhorizontal. And take it anyway. If it currently is horizontal, that is. And vice versa. Alright, so, look at this! Look at, these are all the cloaks that we got, I think. Isn't that cool? Do you sing? Oh, you do? Are we the chosen? Yeah, okay, we've heard that. Sherma, look at you taking care of this person. Welcome back, great maiden, and thank you again for coming to my aid. I'm no healer, but with the supplies we found in the world below, even my unlearned claws... Is it learned or unlearned or unlearned? I'm still not sure. Can ease the suffering of our brothers and sisters. That such darkness could creep into this most holy of places, even though we pilgrims kept our promise to ascend. I confess, I wonder at the meaning of it all. But enlightenment does not come easily or all at once. I should just continue my task in the meantime. All of these marvelous healing supplies, surely they, at least, are some proof of the Citadel's holy nature. Perhaps? Think to me... Spiraling outward? Hold on. Hold on. I don't want the right one. You. You sing. No one else. That's at least a more cheerful tune again, though not quite as enthusiastic as before, I would think. And of course you're not tinkling your bells together because you're busy. I know it, I swear it. Our pilgrimage. Are we the chosen? You shall have your reward. Where is your glory? Okay, well, we've got new quests here, apparently. The Lost Merchant, residents of Songclave. Our dear merchant left to scavenge treasures from the Citadel's memoriam. That's above. She's been gone far too long. Please make sure she's safe, will do. I don't know who that is. That's not Sherma, because Sherma's right here. If that's Sherma, then I'm gonna be shocked and surprised. The Wailing Mother. Residents of Songclave. Horrible cries have been heard from the prison beside the Citadel. From the slab? What profanities must be happening within to cause such awful sound? Is that the thing that I have a marker for? It might be. I remember there was a room where we heard some noise and couldn't figure out anything, what we could do there. Okay. Well, that's very cool. I do think I might want to end stream here. We've accomplished quite a bit today, and we've been streaming for almost 4 hours. Very cool. We didn't do any major boss fights, but we had some fights, and mostly we just did some very interesting side quests, I would say. And we rescued Sherma. Sherma made it to Songclave, then left to Whiteward, of all places, and then we got her out of there. Or him. Yeah, I hope I don't have to come rescue you again, but honestly... if you're in trouble, of course we will immediately come and rescue you. Well, thank you, Sherma. That was a delightful encounter, even though it was sad. And, I guess we'll rescue you again next time if you get into trouble. I'm really curious how we could explore these new areas. The mist and that other place. The mist and whatever is above, not Sinner's Road, above Bywater. But who knows? I'm sure the answer will reveal itself in due time. Currently we have, we've got other things to do. We've got side quests to explore and other nooks and crannies of the world. And perhaps some of them will reveal the answer to us. And if they don't, we'll, of course, just go re-examine the mist and whatever area is above Bywater. Oh, and we've got the food quest. We finally got all the meals for Huntress, so we can bring those to her next time. Should we feel inclined to check that location again? And I think we will. Anyway, thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.